God, of course. Of course they have an update. of course they would. They'd have a update no matter what. I love that. There it goes again. Little update, update. God damn, man. It's like, they should tell you, like, you know what? We have to re-update the game before we do everything. Alright, let me change. I think it should go right to black. If it doesn't, then have mercy. It did go to the loading screen. I don't know why my camera does that either. Reset the resolution, but okay, yeah, there it goes. Game. Does it change EXEs? I think it changes EXEs. That what? Yeah, okay, there we go. Now what you show. Now we're cooking with that old gasoline. Alright, blah 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 blah. Why is the first descendant quest available? Why is it just fucking Discord, man? Alright. Alright, let me start off this game. It's so ironic about this is that I spent all this time. Max level 20. It's the beta. I get it, but Enforcer pack. Do I even have that? I should. Oh, the Enforcer perk. Yeah, I have that on some loadouts. This is the Enforcer. This is an Enforcer. But I spent all my time, right, playing the aim default. That fucked my life. I like doing the you know what I mean? It gives me something to like concentrate on, but like why bother? I never had RC. Always just scan. Oh, reduce the score streak cost. Okay, that made sense on why I had like all of this shit. Fuck yeah, I'll keep that. Let me put back Semtex, because that thermal grenade challenge is cool. Thermal grenades are dope. I don't even have blast trap, so maybe they raised the you know what I'm saying? Little, hey, what, how you doing? Like everybody had their Semtex is great for everything. Semtex is like my throwing knife compared to everything else. And the volume is really weird for this. Like, I know my thing is good, but homie's gonna get on Discord and talk about why my loadouts are so crazy. Unless there's like a new weapon now, because there's a fucking combat axe for all them knife guys. Same ops. Same, you know? So I could still, oh, they, okay. So if they raised it, oh, interceptors? Fuck yeah. More perks. And the bug smasher as a reward for playing this. Let's go for 3 more days. Get nutty. Alright. Okay. You're doing it. Let's play. Alright, so assault pack field grade, got it. Enforcer perk. And not taking damage? Okay, well that'll be the fucking hard one. I haven't played in days and my hands are shot to shit. Let's just fucking do this. Just fucking get weird. I forgot to put drops on. I'll have to do that. The stream manager, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be sitting there for a second, like, what? Still waking up. Drops. Drop. Okay, pressing done. Oh, what's happening? Because it's already happening. Okay. I wanna get my enforcer perk shit. So where's my AK? An old man. Look at this. I think I put something new on this. Oh wow, look at that. Already wasting stuff. Okay.
Controlling Bravo.
Okay, am I just here? I'm just gonna stay. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, look at that. People actually come to help too. Like, it's more tactical. No, it's like more... Oh, you see what happened? You see what happens? This is what happens to me. XM4, man. But can I just like beat it to death? Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah. Look, stim packs actually work. Yep, shooting through walls. Oh, I feel dumb. Oh, I ran out of ammo. I forgot it's a 30. I think it's the 30. Wait, do I have 45 on this? Oh, it's the AK. Because I wanted to get the extended mag.
We're losing Charlie. Securing B.
Awesome. Yeah, I do that too, so it's not that bad. Not that insane. Did I get sticky? Yes! That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't stick, but it's my version. Oh my god, wow. Oh, my DPI was one thing lower. Okay. Without taking any damage, huh? Oh, almost got it. If I threw it up in the window, I'd probably be okay.
Losing Charlie. Losing B.
I threw it right over the thingamajigger. I think I have a laser on this too.
Losing Bravo.
Oh, assault axe.
Securing Zone A.
Watch your fucking
Taking
fire,
Alpha.
boludo.
Lockdown A. Losing A.
Man, usually see some of these controller guys, they keep their dead zone at the center of where headshots are. Bro, aim assist isn't even that. Yo, they didn't fix the tags. So sometimes it's like... Okay. Waste.
Controlling Bravo. Enemy scout post
I'm on the
detected.
objective.
Oh! Fucking frames, man!
Most life.
God dang it. Everybody's using Semtex now because they realize how fucking P it is.
Taking A.
Stims actually work. Like, they don't make you feel like you waste them.
Engaging.
Securing B.
Like, the fucking survivability is good.
Taking B.
Assaulting through.
Oh my god, that guy is a maniac.
Bravo is ours. They're taking
No,
B.
throw it back! Yeah, I thought you killed me, but your buddy with your freaking awesome weapon. Let's see what's going on.
Losing B.
Oh yeah, he said it might take a while anyway. Ooh, I must have died before knowing I died. Dick! Dick!
Charlie secured.
Oh, I ran out of fucking... I ran out of Simtex. I was gonna try to be a cheese ball and cornstarch it up.
Taking Bravo underway.
Oh, I am so lucky I did that.
Controlling Bravo.
Not lucky at all, but fuck.
Securing C. Zone C secure.
Oh, what the? Oh man, is it a wall? Is it the drywall, or did he legit? Yeah, that's this jackal. That's what I'm trying to level up.
We lost B.
Throwing Semtex.
Securing Zone A.
Oh, we get my voice and I can't do that again.
Scout bolts going out.
There's a guy there.
Locking down all zones.
What other
Bravo
guy?
secure.
Objective capture underway.
We control Zone C. Losing B.
Eyes on shooter.
Yes! Level up the AK.
Bravo lost. Taking A.
Going hard.
Zone Alpha captured.
Oh my god, of course.
Taking
Of course!
We're losing Alpha.
Assault back here.
Location secure. Maintain current. We've lost Alpha. Taking Alpha.
Destroy the
I
soldier.
want to do that with the knife next time. Like, what is it? I'm gonna get myself killed doing it. There we go.
We're losing Charlie.
And stims fucking work.
Semtex
Losing
thrown.
B.
Now, I didn't cook it so long, so I don't know if it actually will do that. You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna try it, but you gotta try everything we need. Who want? I really thought you could do these, but you know what's gonna happen? That. Terrible play, terrible gameplay. Ah, I could have should have kept it in fucking. Whoa, wall bang like crazy. I might put the. Yeah, we are. I'm using the AK. I could switch to any class I fucking want. Like my aim is nowhere fucking near any of this. Haha, gotcha, B. I mean, person.
Securing Zone A. You're being outplayed, Crimson One. Step it up.
Hostile assault map removed.
Here we go. So I will make everything the Enforcer perk because the game said I have to, and I get XP. See, that's on me.
Charlie.
I was playing also hardcore Modern Warfare 3.
Taking Alpha. We lost C.
Ah. You. What's up? Let me turn you up a bit too.
Yeah, not much. I'm having difficulties.
Difficulties?
Oh yeah, I set the iPad up to run through the hotspot on the phone, which is way better than the Wi-Fi, and it's not doing anything.
Oh.
Like, it's not playing the stream. I mean, it was just a second ago before before I got on Discord on my phone.
Yeah.
But it's like I can't give all the responsibility to just the fucking
Yeah.
iPad.
Yeah.
Pretty stupid.
Some of the I'm not as floppy as some other people, but
I can hear myself just fine by that.
okay, cool.
Blah.
Is it too
Tony
loud?
Hawk.
Or
No, hold on. Don't. Is it too loud? Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk. No, it'll be fine in a minute. I just have to turn the sound down.
no problem. Yeah, I had you up
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just leave it alone. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
Finally got
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. Somebody know? Wait, what did I get? A rear grip?
Did you watch that? Did you watch what I said?
Yeah, I didn't get to do it yet. I was just because this takes 3 different. Oh, I wasn't running with
I
the
know
enforcer
your
for-
chat your setup's not chat yet. It'll take some time. Don't worry. Just got to get rid of that house.
Yeah.
Do all that snail shit. See, now I think when dealing with this is when you're going to be living in my world for a little bit, when it's like, oh yeah, everything's, the paperwork is signed, blah 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 blah, and it's like 2 months down the road where anything.
Well,
actually
we were gonna do it really. Do I need this for the? Oh, sorry.
Well, what I'm saying is like, not that if you want to like say numbers over the stream, but I don't think you're going to get what you were talking about right away, is what I'm getting at. I think either you're going to get it in installments or you're going to get it all right. You're going to get it all, but it's going to be like down the wire.
Yeah, I'm not expecting.
I hope it's the whole fucking thing, and then one day it's just like,
Boom.
"What up, dog? Here's my vlog. My girlfriend's filming. We're at Micro Center in New York," which I don't even think they have one. Maybe they have one outside the city or something. And you'd be like, check out this beast machine. And you just set it up. Make some eggs. Woo woo. Woo woo.
This guy.
I think Felonious' brother, I think that's his name. There's a guy on his server called Pungent, and I don't remember it being one of the guys I recruited for Call of Duty. Because I recruited some furries. Not by choice. I don't know if you remember those guys. They were super fucking dank, man. They were cool as hell. But they just, both of them happened to be furries. Like I met them in Warzone, in DMZ, and this was like when I learned about that vent that you can go into the supermall, the superstore, the mall.
Yeah.
Where you can drive a truck up and then jump on the truck's like front and then get on the back of the box truck and then get in a vent. But the vent is booby trapped with like grenades. One guy showed me that, and I forget what his name was, but I had him in my stream. I had him in there as like a PNG tuber, a little image and shit whenever he would join Discord and stuff. Those guys were cool, man. But Pungent, the guy in the Felonious Discord, and he just kind of came back and started ring-a-ding-dinging in the Discord. And he's like, hey man, how's it going? And I think he knows about the eyesight stuff, but I don't think he knows any details because I haven't talked to him. And at that point, I'm just like, I'm not going to bore you with a fucking story that's like a chapter of a novel long.
Yeah.
And then the day for surgery got fucking postponed. Which I told you about that, right?
Yeah, you did.
I told you about it?
Yeah.
I told you? Okay. I guess I don't need to bore everybody on the stream with it, but...
No, well, the surgery
Unless
one,
you
yeah.
want me to tell it again.
It's up to you, I mean, honestly. I'm just searching stuff and just remembering what I put on what, because I just got a...
Am I in the title or anything?
But, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And your VODs stay up for like what? Like
2 weeks,
forever?
I think.
Oh, 2 weeks. I don't know if you want. I'll talk about it if you want to make it a highlight. I don't really mind.
It's like I said, it's up to you. Like I'm playing.
No. I'll talk about it if you make it a highlight, because at least if you do, then I have something to link to people.
All right, so let me make a stream marker.
Timestamp
Like
what part
right.
of the stream we're in or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna do a save marker. Stream marker added at blah 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 20 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, 20 minutes 30 seconds. Stream marker, and then I'll highlight it. Okay, so Jackal. Let's try the XM4 again. This is the 45 minute.
Eliminate all threats.
Ooh, XE.
And is this Black Ops 6 beta?
Yeah, this is the beta. There's 2 maps.
Fucking love it.
Couple. Look at this.
I'm
You
actually
look at this
excited
shit.
about Black Ops 6 beta.
Look at
or Black Ops 6 because of what I've seen. It is looking like fun. Usually for me, I'm just like, yeah, just another
bro.
game, but
Stims
it
like
looks like everyone's having a blast.
it looks ridiculous in like in third person when you go to like kill cam. Well, you can't do. I don't know how they're doing it, but it's way more tactical. Like if you oh, motherfucker.
So if you have the timestamp,
Yeah, I saved it at the marker, and it's at 20 minutes and 30. So write
Sure.
that down. Yeah. Whoops.
so do you want to introduce it or?
Well, since it's stated, I'd be like, yes, this is Dontain, aka Gearbreaker, talking about his basically being fucking blind. Oh, that motherfucker, and he's gonna tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's me, everybody. It's Dontain. I'm back. I swear to God, that's like my default quote is "I'm back." I am nowhere near back. But I have been thinking about it a lot. Where I'm like, I can't wait for the day where I can be streaming again from my PC and be like, "Yo, I'm back, motherfucker." But I don't have any confirmation that many people have asked, either you or Felonious, because Felonious is taking a hiatus from streaming as well. He's doing a lot of work that, well, he'll tell you guys that. It'll be like a version of this when he comes back, because he does plan on coming back for streaming on the schedule, but maybe in November when Black Ops is finally like out for everyone to play. But he's working hard on a lot of shit, and I'm proud of his ass. As just a human being, what he's doing is great. But not that anybody asked, but here's my chance to tell everybody. Oh, excuse me, where I've been. Let's dial the clock back to, I'd say, October of last year. I was at my apartment where I was happily streaming, and I had a good paying job. And my landlord came and he said, "We're raising the rent again." This is the third time he raised the rent in 1 year. And I talked to like an attorney or a representative, and they said that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of illegal for a landlord to do that 3 times in a year. Usually it's like every January, you know, it goes up by like some amount of money, right? And that's everybody's problem all over. And I told the guy, I'm like, look, if you do this, I'm going to be behind. And getting behind on rent where I was living just makes it impossible to catch up, because of like every day you're late, you owe another $5 and like the late fees and all this shit. So I told him, I'm like, I'm not going to live here anymore. And he's like, you can't leave. I have to evict you. And I'm like, no, I'm leaving because I don't want an eviction. So I left, and he tried to chase me down with like fucking police reports that said like, oh, you were being too loud. And I'm like, bullshit. I lived there for 2 years as a streamer, and I didn't have but one complaint one time, and that was when, I don't know, I think we got a dub in Warzone or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And you were there, I'm sure. This is where we were running like 4 or 5 deep in DMZ or something, where we were having lots of fun. And we won, and I was like, yeah, fuck everything. And then like my window is right behind my computer, and I think my neighbor was like, hey, could you keep it down? So I was a good boy, but I'm not paying $800 a month to live in a shoebox. So I left. He took me to court, which I didn't know. I wasn't even getting mail because I had already made arrangements. And then I got a notice saying some bullshit, and I just said, here's my attorney, go fuck yourself. And I haven't heard from him since. So I'm pretty sure he's still tracking me down. I don't really give a fuck.
So
I move out, in October. I made a desperate like Hail Mary play. I went on to the My Neighbors website because in the part of in Brainerd, Minnesota, it's a well-used website. You know, people are nice on there, and it's Minnesota, so people are kind of nice anyway. And I just said, hey, by the end of October, I am not gonna have a place to live. If anybody's got a room to rent, let's negotiate. Blah blah blah. Met a nice guy named Chris. He let me rent the room. It's like a nice room. I showed you pictures of it. It was like a room in his house. That
Yeah.
was like, the
Oh
ceiling was
yeah,
totally
yeah.
different from the whole house. The whole house looked like a fucking old person's house, because it's an old fucking house. But the one room that I was in, he like custom made it. It looked like I lived in a cabin. It was very small. And so we were back in business. Chris, he's like a 50-something-year-old guy with epilepsy, and he takes pills to stave off his epilepsy. And I know this is starting to sound like a long story because it is.
Well, it
and
is.
I
But
want
it doesn't
to
matter. Tell it.
because then you'll know, and everyone will know everything. So, and he's a nice guy, Chris. I live with him and his son, who was like 22, and he has like Asperger's or whatever. But he's got his kid had a degree in like he had a college degree in like English, so he wants to write books and stuff. And the trade-off was I paid rent, and then every so often, when his kid wanted to, I would give him driving lessons because I'm an excellent driver. Well, my Pontiac G6 had some problems, and I was doing DoorDash and working at a new job at the time at a gas station, which was not the greatest, but whatever. It paid the bill. And then the car needed brakes and tire rods, and I took it into a mechanic, and the mechanic basically said, this thing is fucked. You can't drive this anymore. And he showed me, and he wasn't wrong. It wasn't one of those like mechanic things. He didn't even offer repair anything. He just like, dude, you should get out of this machine. We're gonna smash it into a bunch of cubes and get the scrap money for it, even though it's a coveted car apparently. So, but it had like shit that was broken on it, and I was like, well, I don't want to die, so I didn't have a car for a period of time. So I lost the job that I was at, but I still had money, and I was paying the guy. And then all of a sudden, fast forward to like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Everybody knows I drink, and I'm not like a liquor guy. Rumble Philskin will tell you what it's like to get into harder stuff. I mean, it's not like I've never drank hard stuff before, but I stuck to beer, and I've been drinking since I was about 20, 22. And then when I was doing YouTube and I was working full time for myself, I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't pay my car insurance. You know, I didn't have to drive anywhere, so my drinking was pretty often. But I was functional and stuff. And now 2023 comes rolling around. I'm living in this place, and the housemate thinks that I had a seizure. I go to the hospital. He calls the sheriff. I go to the hospital. Hospital confirms I did not have a seizure because I would have had like quakes in my brain. They put a net on my head, and they're like, "Nah, you didn't have a seizure, dude. You blacked out."
You were Rick
You probably
Moranis.
just got worried that you laid on your bed too hard because I was laying on like a cot. It was made of wood, you know. Like I said, it was all cabin. So it probably heard me like, quote unquote, fall. But I had a lock on the inside, so he got in. Obviously, he didn't know how to get into the room. He gets in and he's like, "Yo, you need to get up. You just had a seizure." So I go to the hospital. They give me like Ativan to calm me down and shit. They detox me down to whatever. And I'm like, all right. And I had already told them, so the hospital knew that I had shown interest in going to rehab. Because I was just getting older and I was sick and tired of it, and I had tried ways to quit drinking by myself, and it was failing. I just couldn't do it myself. I knew that I needed professional help, so I was willing to bite the bullet and go down the road like fast. Go. And so when I was at the hospital, they're like, "Yeah, you've mentioned that you want to go," and I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Well, we can start you on that path right now if you want." Well, I was naturally going to be going into rehab in February of this year anyhow, and it was all planned, but I was like, whatever, let's start early. Well, we didn't start early. First week of January, before all this happened, I went to my eye doctor to get a new prescription, because I'm like, well, if I'm going to rehab, I should get some new glasses so I can see, because I know I'm going to be like watching videos and reading books and they're gonna take my phone away. And there's some stuff that I had heard from you and from Polonius. And I'm like, well, I might as well get a new pair of glasses. I go in and I tell them, first of all, we got a new prescription. It was excellent. I'd never seen better in my whole fucking life. And my optometrist was really fucking excited. She was saying that I was wearing such a bum prescription from a different optometrist in town for so long. And this optometrist is like known to really not give a fuck about your prescription.
Yeah.
He didn't really care about his clients. So I didn't know that, but everybody in town kind of knew it. And so, I mean, I had the feeling because I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I see shadow figures and shit.
Oh, yeah.
In dawn when I'm driving, and I'm like, and I looked it up, and I'm like, yeah, this is real shit. And he told me twice. He's like, nah, you're not really seeing that. According to your scans and stuff, you're not exhibiting the symptoms of somebody who would see that. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not making this shit up. I didn't even know what this was until I got in. And I'm seeing this. And so he's like, blah, blah, whatever. So fast forward 2024, or late, December 2023, I go to my optometrist. She gets me a new prescription. It's a bifocal. I can see so much better. It's like I'm a new bionic human being. It's insane. But then I told her, like, I have a little concern about a black spot, kind of like a dead pixel on your monitor, right? But it's in my eye, and it's in the part of your eye where it's in, like, my right eye. It's in the lower left corner, like if you look at your nose. Well, when you wear glasses, you have frames. For those of you listening who don't wear glasses, you have frames. And you take your glasses off, and the frame goes away, so you get a little bit more vision. And then your nose is there, so I would, like, push my nose. I'm doing it, like, right now, so... So if you push your nose a little to the left, there's this like black dot in that part of my eyesight if I'm looking straight. And I told her, I'm like, what is this? Is this a big deal? And I thought it was nothing, or just a temporary thing. And she's like, no, she did a scan, and I'm so used to the scan now. I've had the scan like 10 times. It's a crazy three-dimensional scan they do of your eye, so the inside of your eye. It's crazy. She's like, no, you have a retinal vein that's been detached. It's falling out. I'm like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
And I've never taken like tumbles as a drunk before, I've never like hit my head. Like I've fallen over like anybody would when you're an alcoholic and stuff. But I've never taken a punch. I don't get in fights. I don't go to bars. I'm not in those situations. I don't play football. I don't play contact sports and shit. So like, I go in, and the best news that I had was from when I finally got to the surgical center, which took some time. So the time between getting the diagnosis and getting to the surgical center, the medical ride could only take me so far, 60 miles. So I went from Brainerd, Minnesota to St. Paul, and I stayed in a homeless shelter until the bed was available for me at the rehab place in Stillwater, Minnesota. I was there for 3 fucking weeks, and my eyesight was just going very, very slow. And the guy at the reception, when I called and I said, yo, this is my name, I'm set up to go to this place in Stillwater, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, just asking me normal questions, like, are you sick, what are your symptoms, or whatever the fuck. I said, I have to go into surgery in February, like February 12th. And the dude on the phone said, you either go into surgery and then you go into rehab, or you go to rehab and they will not let you go to surgery. Because once you're in your primary rehab, it's like high intensity, which means you're on a farm and whatnot, and they're not going to take you anywhere. And I was like, well, we'll just start the rehab process and we'll see how the eyesight thing, how long it's taking my sight away from me. Because I'm like, I can last long enough to do 45 days. And that was the initial rehab period of time, it's 45 days. I go in, I was there less than 2 weeks, and I could only see out, I'd say 20% of my right eye. And the way I explained it to people that I've talked to is like, if you put like a piece of cardboard up to if you close your left eye, put a piece of cardboard up to your right eye, and you cover like a majority of your vision, that's all I could see was out of my right peripheral. Like I couldn't tell what anyone looked like and shit. And so I went to the director at the rehab in Stillwater. And I said, dude, I got to start over. I got to leave. I got to go to the surgery and come back. And I don't want to, I'm not saying I'm running away. I'm not chickening out. I just want to do this and then come back with eyesight. And she got pissed. She's like, who said we wouldn't take you to a fucking surgery? We'll take you to any medical thing that you schedule.
Yeah.
We encourage it, in fact.
Hardpoint identified.
And so they took me in. They had one of the RCS ladies, the recovery,
Hardpoint locked down.
peer recovery specialist, took me in a van. She stayed there with me in the lobby while I had my first surgery. And then she brought me back. The first surgery is called a sclerobuckle, which is basically putting a rubber band around the outside of your eye, where the muscles that move your eyeball around are located. It squishes your eyeball so that the inside has a chance to flex back into place.
Hostiles
The
have the hardpoint.
the outer part of the retina, which is the outer part of the inside. So if your eyeball is like is like a room thing, right?
Yeah.
The retina is like the wallpaper. So shrinking the room, the idea is that the retina will find its way back to the wall that it's supposed to be a part of naturally. Sit there and heal, and then you have like a slightly smaller eye. Your vision's not like fucked. But if it were successful, it'd be totally fine. I thought I was going to get a laser surgery, which is what my optometrist. Yes. I don't want to say my dentist. I've been doing a lot of dental surgery. But my optometrist is like, no, you'll go in for a laser thing. It'll be like a month turnaround, and then you're fine. So laser. They did not laser me because at the retinal consultants of Minnesota, where all they do is fix your retina, they say we're definitely not laser. We are going this route. And like I've told Rumpelstiltskin and all my friends and family, they don't tell you when you have this kind of surgery, they don't tell you how long it's going to take because they don't want to overstress you or freak you out. So I went in, still had pretty bad vision, but I could see. And it felt like I just don't have a pair of glasses. Well, when I would put my glasses on after the first surgery, it was worse. So something good has happened. A month later, 45 days later, I graduate from the high intensity. And so this is the good news part of it. So this is going to be like kind of like a rehab story too. So first thing about the rehab. One, I wasn't court ordered to go. I didn't get into a DUI. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't wrap my car around a fucking pole. I didn't get pulled over and I failed a drug test. None of that shit. I'm a good fucking person when it comes to drinking, right? When it came to drinking. I don't go to bars because I'm a big guy. I'm going to get into fights all the time. Every fucking time somebody fucking mean mugs me because I'm not a regular at their bar. Or it's heaven forbid a woman comes up and starts talking to me and I get in conversation. And then somebody there who's a regular is like, hey, who the fuck are you talking to her for? I don't know. And plus, if you go to a bar, what happens? What happens, man?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
No, you know what I'm talking. I'm trying.
Oh my God!
But
Jesus.
you are playing Black Ops 6 beta, so.
No, yeah, because I was listening. I'm like, holy fuck! Because I just realized there was an enforcer default loadout with like everything I wanted to put on the fucking guns. And I like my old build up. Well, anyway.
So what happens is you go to a bar.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that you went out and then all of a sudden. Well, I got the other end of it from people that don't understand how this shit works.
What I was trying to get you to say was you go to, because I've talked to you about this multiple times. What happens is you go to a bar, you got to get in your car. You go to a bar.
Yeah,
get drunk, pay too much money, have to deal with the hassle, and then drive back to your place where you live. Drunk.
Yeah, drunk.
So I never took those. I was a dare kid. I never fucking did any drugs, I never did weed, I guess, but like, who hasn't tried weed?
Yeah.
But, nothing heavy.
It is really shitty that they do that in places. Like I know places that will take your keys, but then they don't give a fuck anymore. They'll let you go.
Yeah. Well, this was just like Native American guys would just
pick
fights with me, and I'm like, dude, you're 5'5". I have training. Fuck you. And I would always fuck you. I told you about how I broke that dude's arm, and then the cops came over. And
yeah.
Well, we're not gonna charge you because we saw it happen. It was defense, but let's go get your fingerprints taken and excuse me. And I said, why are we getting this done and stuff? I mean, I was completely compliant because I was a security guard for 7 years, so I'm not afraid of the cop. I probably should be more nowadays because of what happens on TikTok and shit, with people record and shit every day. But no, they wanted my fingerprints so that they could book me into the system. And so anytime I'm ever in a fight, I don't know if this is like national or it's countywide or statewide or whatever. But if I ever get into a fight with somebody and I beat the fuck out of a guy, it's my fault because I know how to hurt people.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's irresponsible for me to do that. I should be the one who walks away. Unless there's a gun involved, and yeah, then I'll try to disarm a motherfucker if he's right in my face. But I probably wouldn't even do that either. I'll just give the guy my wallet and be like, good luck, motherfucker. They'll be canceled before you can do anything with any of the cards anyway, stupid.
Yeah.
But, so I was in a good chunk of January, I was in the homeless shelter. That sucked. I got incredibly sick because
Oh, yeah.
that's when I learned that the homeless have their own culture. Like, say you're homeless for a little while, right? And you're like, okay, and then you get out of it. Like during the pandemic, when I was in a fucking hotel. They said take the homeless off the street, put them in hotels because of the pandemic, and I took advantage of that. I was homeless in a hotel for a year without my PC.
Yeah,
I
that.
only had my PC for 2 fucking years, and now I'm back to not having it. But anyway, I got sick, so I get to Stillwater. I'm sick constantly. They don't give me the right dosage for like cough syrup because they only give you like baby dose because of people can OD if you give them too much, depending on what they're there for. Anyway, I'm getting way too detailed in some of this shit. So I'm there. I put in the 45 days. I graduate. In that period of time, as a blind person, I'm legally blind from that moment, probably even before the surgery, but you got to have a signature, right? Legally blind through the entire year of 2024 so far. They said to me, I had a counselor and a therapist that I had to report to, and I was doing like homework, like answering questions. I had a magnifying glass, so I was able to get through most of it. And never talked to a therapist in my whole life. I never reported to a counselor for anything before. Nothing serious, because this is about being a drinker.
Oh, yeah.
And 45 days is not that long to be sober when you've been drinking every day for almost 10, 11 years. Not every day, but enough days in a row where I was drinking. I didn't go a day sober. I didn't go, the longest day I would go, the longest period of time I would go sober was probably like a week in that decade. At a time, I'd go 1 week once in a while, and then I'd go back, and I'd have to drink every day because of my chemical makeup and stuff. But I don't want to get into the science of alcoholism because I know too much.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also good to know too much when you're trying to become sober. Anyway, I go there, they praise me. I may as well have been a valedictorian at the fucking place. They took away my clothes, my phone, my shampoos, because anything with alcohol in it.
Yep.
So you have nothing but time. You go to fucking groups, and they're long form groups, right? Like, I don't know how yours were during your time doing it, but like these were like 2-3 hours a piece from morning until like 6.
Oh, yeah.
So 12 hours.
They
right?
drill that shit into you.
Yeah, and the food sucked and whatever. But I had somehow learned how to meditate a little bit before going to Stillwater. But when you have no phone and you just want to go to bed and get to the next day, you kind of have to do what you can. And I would just start doing my breathing exercises. I didn't have guided meditations. I was just listening. This was on Christmas time. I was listening to like the Yule log, the 24-hour fireplace for Christmas. That'll put your ass to sleep, dude. It's crackling and fucking the sound of a fireplace and shit. But anyway, I full on learned how to meditate because I called my buddy and I'm like, I'm doing this. Am I doing it right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm falling asleep. He's like, it's fine if you fall asleep.
Hardpoint identified.
You're doing it. I'm like, sick.
Yeah.
I learned how to meditate. It's helped me really have a couple of strong epiphanies while in that first primary part of rehab. And then when I graduated, I like I said, I graduated with honors or whatever, right? And so they said, people like you who are taking your rehabilitation seriously instead of just gooning off and trying to get out of here and appease like a parole officer, we recommend you go to a longer form of rehab if you want. And I said, yeah, whatever's recommended, I'll do it. and they sent me to one of the best places, if not the #1 place for rehab in the Midwest. It's in River Falls, Wisconsin, called Kenneck Falls. It's in a college town, which is a real challenge because there's bars everywhere.
Oh yeah.
When you go to Kenneck, you can leave the property and you can go out and get food. You're a free person. You can go get a job and do anything you want to do there. And it was really exciting and fun, except I had my second surgery in March right after moving in there. The second surgery was, they went into my eye and sucked out a majority of the liquid that's inside your eye, like natural liquid, whatever it's called. It's probably just saline or something. Nothing special. They sucked out like 80% of it, and then they put a ball of silicone in my eye, and then they replaced the rest of the saline solution. So there's volume for this ball of silicone. What the ball of silicone does is it's buoyant, like a balloon or a volleyball, right? In a pool, and it wants to always go against gravity. And what it does is it acts like a bulldozer and pushes your retinal, all of your retinal wall back in place. So it does it while you're looking around with your eyes, and it does it while you're moving your head around and up and down. So it's like there's a little guy in there constantly doing construction. The problem with that, well, not the problem, but the challenge with that is overnight, I was not allowed to sleep on my side or on my back. I had to sleep with my face pointing down. So the ideal way that you do that is you set yourself up in a chair with a big pillow and you kind of hug it, and then you point your head down.
Oh yeah, you were
sleep
telling me
like
this. So she was so.
But I didn't have my own shit. I literally went to Kenneck with nothing. I had like no money. They gave me my my luggage back when I left, but I didn't get all my items back because there were some things that were missing. I don't know how. You know, whatever. Shit goes missing. And I didn't bring a pillow with me, so and you know, whenever you go to like a rehab or like a drunk tank or whatever, they give you like a little tiny pillow beside it.
Oh yeah,
it's
like
the size of a
Ativan.
toddler. It's so small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's Ativan. They don't like freak out.
Well, they don't. They stopped giving me drugs. When I was at the primary rehab, I had a lot of cough medicine every day because I was still coughing constantly because of the secondhand smoke. These fucking goons can just smoke
my
anywhere
god.
they want.
Yeah, since we quit smoking, we finally understand this shit. Like, the smell, you know what I mean? It's fucking wild.
Oh yeah.
It's
there was a chick where I'm at right now who was smoking in her room, had her cigarette lit, walked up to the medical counter.
Fuck?
And the medical counter lady was like, "I smell smoke, what the fuck is that?" And this chick was coughing profusely, as if she hadn't had like she hit like a marijuana, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
don't
like
burn or something like that, but she was just smoking a cigarette, I think, because it didn't smell like weed. And the lady behind the desk was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't smoke in the building. Get the fuck out of it and go outside." And it's just like, that's a story for another time. But so they sent me to Kenneck. I had my second surgery with silicone in it. They said for at least 3 to 4 months you have to sleep with your face, with your skull facing down. So I did that, but I was lying down. I just laid down in this really weird way. Put my arm would be numb every day when it would wake up, but only for like 30 minutes. And then I got my hands on a bigger pillow, and then I started sleeping sitting down. What's perfect for this is if anybody's listening to this and has to go through this kind of surgery, these procedures, which first of all, I hope you don't have to, because you lose a lot of your fucking now this will get into the medical, the mental health, which I'll brief surgery talk about, but they should just give you like a Squishmallow pillow. You know, those Squishmallows.
yeah.
Cause didn't you say, wasn't it you that your girl has like 2 or 3 of them?
We have like fucking 15.
Yeah.
They're
Those
like,
are
she calls them squeeze.
for having to sleep like that.
Oh
Those are
yeah.
perfect. If I had one, I was
Yeah.
but I was like 3.5 months through it, and I could afford one at Walgreens, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy one for $50. I need it. So what are we at now? February, we're at March, April. halfway through April, I go through a follow-up, and it's just them scanning the eye and seeing how curved it is, because it wasn't the part that they were checking, which is like the whole retina, but like the part that had the most damage, quote unquote, was kind of pinched, folded, like a football.
Hardpoint identified.
Yeah.
And so as the silicone does its job and you do your homework, which by the way they said no lifting weights, no exercising, no riding on a bike, an e-bike, an e-scooter, nothing. So that was totally doable because I couldn't leave. So when the silicone is in your eye and your eye is very sensitive after surgery, it's all like bloodshot and gross, and people think you're in pain, but you're not. You can't go outside because if it's a nice sunny day out, you'll just go day blind in like 20 minutes, and it hurts. And if it's kind of like cloudy and crappy outside, you'll be fine. But eventually, you'll go like a gray color blind, and then obviously at night you already can't see shit, so you just don't go out at night.
Yeah.
So I never left the building, but maybe once. I mean, I would go to Quick Trip to deposit like money into my Cash App, but that was a trek that I could make without being in traffic. You know, I was pretty safe. And then we went bowling one time, and we took a van, and I hurt myself.
Yeah.
Only has to tell you, we grew up as bowlers as kids.
Hardpoint is
And
secure.
he didn't stop until like 2019. I stopped like right after college. I'm not doing this anymore. He got his 300 ring, and I didn't do shit. I didn't bowl for a long time, and I went bowling through house balls and full left hip and ass and legs hurt for like 3 weeks. That's when I was like, I'm old.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so much that, it's just I didn't do those moves. And plus I didn't have my bowling ball.
Oh, you got a little duller. Your sound.
Well, my boy.
Yeah, it went like muffled for a second. I don't know if that was like my ear.
Oh no, because
Oh,
I'm
there we go.
sometimes putting my. Is it muffled now?
No, it's fine now.
Okay, yeah, I'm putting my hand near the mic because I am wearing a like a earbuds. They have the microphone on them. I think this is probably the better sound. But yeah. So also I might not be talking loud enough. So anyway, I had multiple follow-ups. It was April, and then it was May, and then July. And every one of those follow-ups was good news, all of them. And good news in the sense that I did not imagine, it didn't feel like my surgeons were blowing smoke up my ass. They were like, you're doing everything correctly. You are one of the very few people, this is what they told me. I mean, you want to make a patient feel really good about what the fuck you tell them to do. They said, you're one of the only people in quite a while who has fully stuck to the schedule and has done all the homework that we told them to do. Other people want to go fucking. I wanted to go to not a kickboxing gym. There was a boxing gym in Wisconsin. I wanted to go to that just to punch, just to punch and burn calories, whatever. And they're like, don't do it because they'll talk you into getting in the ring, and then you get punched in the head, whatever. So all that shit, no bikes, no risk of falling on my head or anything like that. People don't do that. People just go weightlifting, or they go lifting, or they go back to their regular routines. They fuck it because they can't see themselves being like not fat. You just get a little fatter when you're told not to exercise. Because I couldn't go out and run a jog or eat anything to risk falling over. And he's like, imagine, I did tell, I said, yeah. They go, I asked them, I'm like, what about the weightlifting thing? Why not? They're like, well, this is pretty early on. I asked them, like, I can't weightlift. Why? And they said, because if you're lifting weights, you're putting blood pressure out throughout your body, and it's going to go to your eyes like it normally would. But you just had surgery. So you could pop a blood vessel in your fucking eye, and that'd be bad. Or, heaven forbid, it just pop out of your fucking head.
Oh, goddamn.
Like Bam Bam Bigelow. I don't know if you know that story about Bam Bam Bigelow. He wrestled a match. His eye popped out of his head.
Yeah.
And he just pushed it back into his fucking skull because he's a psychopath.
He became, what do you call it? Mankind, right?
No. Bam Bam Bigelow had a mask. Yeah, but he's a different person. Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, there you go. I
Bam
remember
was
the
like
name.
a
Bam Bam
generation sort of before that, but he was a fucking guy, dude. He died too. I want to say pretty recently.
What, Big Bigelow?
Like 5 years.
Big Bigelow or whatever, or Mick Foley?
Bam Bam.
Bam
Bigelow.
Bam Bigelow. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I started like I think.
Back when your name could be Bam Bam Bigelow and no one would try to cancel you.
Jesus Christ, right? Seriously, we have a fun song that I think you know like. It's called. I probably shouldn't put 18 plus. I might as well do that before I.
But so I'll bookend. I'll try my best to bookend all this for everybody who's listening because it's if you're still listening, you've been very patient and very kind. This whole thing. So I go to Kennick. It's 3 months, but I got a month extension because they wanted me to stay there until my eyes were healed. Well, like I said, the doctors weren't going to tell me the total length. So when we got the extension, still legally blind. Nothing's changed. I can't see. The silicone in your eye basically makes it look. My eyesight looks like I'm looking through like a marble constantly. So it's like different layers of light, and it's weird, dude. I haven't even seen my own face since this all started. Like I don't even know what I look like.
That's wild.
I can take a picture. I can take a picture of my face with my phone and like zoom in, but I haven't seen my face.
That's still fucking wild.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So, anyhow, what happens is insurance is like, we'd love to keep you there because you're safe there, but you're not from Wisconsin. You gotta come back to Minnesota, and we need you to be in a place that's not as expensive because the rehab, the fucking food, and everything. And if I was there, I'd still have to go to Peru because that final month, I technically graduated after the 3 months. And again, my therapist, who is also my counselor, he's like, dude, you're doing way better. You give so much of a fuck about being sober and living beyond just being here in the rehab building than anyone we've seen or that he's seen. Because he works with guys. Imagine working with guys and as a therapist, you know, your job is to get you to convince yourself to make a decision.
Yeah, but you're already there.
It's not. They're not supposed to shake you and go, stop being an addict. Here are the answers. They have to convince you through communication and meditation and understanding and empathy to get you to go, you know what? Yeah, I'm sick and tired of this
Being
pain,
sick and tired.
I'm going
Yeah.
to do something about it. And you know what I'm talking about because you've gone through it. I've talked to Felonius about it briefly here and there, and he agrees too. And I'm just like, I'm so glad I'm getting the same exact result, end game, that the both of you guys have talked about. But obviously, you've gone it. You guys both went through different mediums than I did to do it.
Yeah, shit was fucking. Yeah, but you.
Dude, without that guy's help diagnosing me specifically with like the PTSD that I have, the abuse disorder, and the blindness part. He advocated for the blindness part because he's like, dude, you can't see. You can't see, but there's no tests. There's no like, in rehab. There's no, well, where I went, there was no like homework. And then it grades you on your shit. They just give you the paperwork, and then they hope that you learn something, and that you take the weekend time and actually like look inward and take in what you learned for the week, from the week, and like use it and apply it. You know, and more than half these motherfuckers are like, it's the weekend, we're gonna go out drinking. It's like, good for you. You didn't. I graduated with only 6 people out of 55. Who were rotating in and out. So even more guys would join, and it was like they would leave it. It'd be like a fucking revolving door. People just being like, "No, fuck it. I don't give a shit." So you had gamblers, addicted gamblers. You had speedsters. You had all these other guys. Like, we don't care. We just want to get back out there. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I just ignored them all. And I didn't make any friends with anybody except for 2 guys who were genuine true blue dudes, and they graduated. And all these other fucking goons, these fucking tweakers, fuck them. They're like, who cares? I don't care. Like, live your life. You're not my brother. You're not my friend. Family. Fuck you. No. I'm not trying to learn. I'm not trying to hang out with you in the fucking cafeteria.
Yeah, I know
I
exactly.
got shit I gotta focus on. And that's when I got sick of war stories. War stories is one part that was a challenge for me. It's like, oh shit. But anyway. So all of the follow-ups for the eye are increasingly excellent. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm just getting better and better. Like the first follow-up obviously is not perfect, but it's like there's progress. Next one, there's progress, and they're showing me, but like I can't see, right? But you know,
Hostile shooter.
if I make like enough effort and I take a photo with my phone, I can actually look. And I'm like, I asked them this, the one in July, I'm like, can you put up all 3 images that we've done, or 4, or whatever the fuck? They're like, yeah, here's what your eyeball looked like when you got here, and it looked like shit. And they're like, and here's the other 3. And I'm like, it's just getting more and more curved and back into place. And they're like, that's what we mean by progress. And we're glad that you're doing it because, again, a lot of people don't think it's a big fucking deal. They don't understand like your eyesight is not something that just heals back like a muscle tear or something.
Yeah.
So the last one in July, I said, great. What do we do now? Is there another follow-up, or are we getting closer to surgery? So next is surgery, and before you leave, you're going to make an appointment. And I got some dates. I got the 6th, the 4th. I'm sorry, the 4th, the 6th, or September 11th. And I was like, well, I don't want to come in on September 11th.
Yeah.
For reasons.
So weird, right? Like I remember when they
Yeah.
wouldn't even fucking. What are you looking for?
Looking for 4 Loco, dude.
Oh, God, no, not anymore of that. The guy behind me that keep running. I'm fucking around with they changed the default loadouts, so it's fucking cool. Anyway, but
Well, it's beta. They're gonna push all kinds of shit.
yeah, before like yeah default loadouts, it was like really fucking cool.
So, I said, let's do the 4th. It's a Wednesday. And this was in mid-July. And I remember doing absolutely two things, because the last 2 surgeries required me to make sure these 2 things were absolutely done. I talked to her. Her name is Madeline. She's great. Oh, I'm sorry. Her name is Natalie. At the surgical place.
Yeah.
And I said, do you have my number? Because I got a new number back in April because of Raven, my buddy Ken.
Yeah.
And it's excellent. And I just made sure everybody who needed to know that I got a new number got my new number. Everyone. You know what you do when you get a new number? You let everybody fucking know. Especially the people who are doing my surgery. Like, obviously. I would let them know. And she goes, yeah, we have your number. She repeated it to me. And then I said, do I need to go in for blood work before this? Because I've had to for both surgeries. Like, you have to go in for surgical. What the fuck are we talking about?
Prep, like
surgical physical blood work. So a pre-op physical blood work, which is, it must have changed in like the last maybe year, because all the people that I talk to, the people here,
yeah,
they're like, oh yeah, the physicals, they're gonna draw your blood and grab your balls and have you do some squats. I'm like, that's not what they do. All they do is draw your blood. They don't have to do any of that anymore. And the last time I got the blood draw, I had to do a physical for moving into the building that I'm in now, which I've been here since July 1st. And the guy's like, we don't do that. We just take your blood. And then I had to have a tuberculosis test. And it's like, you can move in. And I called here. I'm like, I just got them done today. You got 8 days before or after your move-in date. I'm like, I got it the 1st of July. And I called here and I'm like, it's in the work. It's been done. I have like a receipt, but they didn't send me off with like any results. But they have your address. And he's like, and the people who run the place are like, yeah, it's fine.
We're losing Charlie.
Moving. Get in here. You're blind. I'm like, okay, cool. So I wouldn't have found this place without my therapist, because he really went above and beyond. That guy he's like, he gets a lot of clients, right? Like I said, over there at the rehab place. Imagine you're working to help these individual guys that you get booked with, and then they just fucking off and leave. And he keeps paperwork, like a folder of your one-on-ones and like progress and stuff. And he really dug deep into me and like pulled shit out of me. It's like, so you were bullied in high school? I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that really bothered me, because it didn't. But he kept bringing it up. And then we got to a point where like we were talking about trauma. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I lived a good life. My family's good people. Nobody diddled me as a kid, you know, nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's weird when somebody
And-
says you have something and you're like, no, I don't. That's what happened with me in anxiety.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then we got down to it, and we was talking about the PTSD. And he's like, this is related to your alcohol abuse disorder and living your life and things that have happened in your life. And you're afraid. You do have trauma. You're afraid of failure. And you haven't had a lot of successes in your life to allow you to grab like the next tier of success and be stable, because you're constantly moving. You've been homeless off and on. You've had jobs that don't pay you shit, and your life is trash. Therefore, the only thing that you really want in your life that makes you happy is to go get beer, get drunk, and hang out with your friends on the internet. Because that truly does make you happy. And you have friends. And I'm like, I didn't even think of it that way either when he was explaining it. I'm like, no, it's not like that. I this and that. I'm just addicted because I'm an idiot. It's an addictive substance, and I just went overboard. And he's like, no, but your life has a lot to do with why you make these decisions to lean into substances.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
And like,
he's like, you're on this path of being sober, and however you want to dictate that, whether you're going to be sober forever or you're going to get drunk here and there, but you're going to be very in control of it with what I call the training. Every time I've ever mentioned like being in rehab and what I've learned, I always refer to it as training. And my mom and my stepdad are like, what the fuck are you talking to me about? And I'm like, oh, that's how I have to think about it, because I have 2 black belts. And I'm like, it's training. It's shit that I didn't know, that I have to know to survive. And so now I'm leading up to, at some point, having to explain to my mom, mostly my mom, but like anybody else in my family, about the PTSD, because I know they're just going to blow it off. You didn't go to war. You didn't go to Vietnam. You didn't go to Iraq. And I'm like, yeah, but there's waves of PTSD that are.
Yeah, it happened, and it causes.
I know the using dreams thing, which I completely declined. I denied dreams so fucking long because I couldn't differentiate them. Not until I was actually sober and I had gotten through like the initial withdrawals. And thankfully, I wasn't drinking as much because I knew I was going into rehab. I wasn't drinking nearly as much when I was living in that little cabin house. But you go through your initial withdrawals, and then you go through pause, and then you go through the pink cloud, and I'm like, what the?
Oh, the pink cloud. Yeah, I could.
Oh.
Did you get the Das Tremens bad?
The delirium tremens?
Yeah, Das Tremens. That's the old school way of saying it.
Yeah, I guess there are different kinds of tremens, but yeah, no, I got those.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I had been getting those
Thank you,
for
babe.
like 4 or 5 years prior to rehab. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
And
it's the worst.
Default, the shit I was learning about it online, it was all defaulted to, are you diabetic? Yeah.
Which is weird.
When diabetics get dehydrated, they get.
Yeah,
they get
because your
delirious,
kidneys
and they
can't
get
filter.
trembling.
Yeah.
Tremens.
But when
I'm like, oh, because I'm diabetic. They're like, no, because you drink too much alcohol.
yeah, when I was in it deep and I was doing the handles of like the $12 vodkas, and I didn't even have shit to mix it with, so I'd like water it down or but like the really gross smoothie stuff, so all the vodka would be at the top. It was so. I'm just thinking about it, it's making me like just oh my god. But I would wake up. This is how I'd wake up, right? I'd drink till I pass out. This is when I'd be on the couch, wouldn't move for weeks. Right? I didn't eat for a month. I think the longest was almost like a month and a half. Like I'd have like a nibble of bread. Like so people would come over.
So wait, you have to go back because now it's confusing.
I'm sorry.
You would drink.
To the point, I'm just trying to.
For a month, you would just keep drinking but not eat.
Yeah, but like I would have like people were at the time still hanging out because I was also working. But this is after working and all that. Insane.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is with the Das Tremens, what would happen is when I woke up, it would be the absolute worst because I'd throw up blood. And then as soon as I'd be throwing up, like my eyes would just be like, it'd be like somebody poured water in my eyes. And then I wouldn't be able to make it to the bathroom. I'm throwing up blood all over the fucking floor. And if I did, jeez, I gotta put the sound on this. Anyway, the point is, yeah, it's fucked up. And then I'd be shaking on the store, like unable to walk, and like sweatpants with holes on to the liquor store.
Keep it that way.
So that's how fucked it was, man.
And the only way to renormalize yourself is to put that chemical.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. And it was like after the first chug of that drink, it's like, oh, okay, I can get up and put like at least video games or
Yeah,
something.
you move around, you're functional, and then you want to get to that point where you're drunk again.
Yeah, yep. And then I mean, out.
And me being out of the friend group that I consider the friend group of people that I've been talking to since going in. It's basically you, Felonious, Ken, and I, you know, and I include myself. The four of us. Ken is straight edge. Like, he drank and smoked cloves before his children were born, but I've never seen him drunk before. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah, some
He had
people
it
are just
all
like that.
under control, so he's fine. Felonious he did the latter where he smoked and sold pot, and then from there I don't know what the hell happened.
Life.
I don't know if he went to crack or heroin or whatever the hell. Probably heroin, because he was shooting up. I remember he would talk about needles a lot, to the point where he had a needle phobia. And
wait, so he would have that before?
So I'm talking to him about that.
Oh,
and then there's
yeah.
you, which I barely know other than the alcohol. And then there's me, who's just like, yeah, I've had Jack Daniels like 93 proof, like twice in my life, and I lost motor control. And that's when I said, I am not drinking this anymore, because that scared me. That's the story that I've told you, where I felt like my body was a Gundam, like I was.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
everything
that.
was lagging. That's what it felt like. It felt like a video game, and I was like this. And then I hallucinated, because I was dehydrated, like fuck, and I was legit properly hallucinating.
Yeah.
Visually.
Yeah, audio
I was
to
seeing
audio.
like faces would form where. That I forget what that's called, when like you see a face in something, but it's like only because we're human and we look at each other. And we
Oh,
have
the
human faces.
something with an M effect, the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the Mandela effect. That's not what it is. But it's like photos you'll find online of like you'll see like, well, for example, like a barn. Like if you're looking straight at a barn door or the wall of a barn, and then there's like two windows, and then the big door is like a big door in the middle. So it looks like a mouth and two eyes. And like
That's
it looks like a
terrifying.
person.
Fucking terrifying.
No, that's just a thing. I don't know what it's called. Somebody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But when you're
Taking the
hallucinating,
lead. Stay on
it's a
target.
lot easier to do it, because your mind is so tricked into. Like when I was hallucinating, dude, like it was on autopilot. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even like, okay, the trash can will now change into a snake. No, it just did whatever. And I was like, and this was like maybe 3 years before I decided I'm gonna go do something about this, because I was like, this is fucked. But when I stopped, this was like birthday shit, birthday and Christmas. I would drink liquor. And, Felonious had a needle phobia. He was working, not at the place that he works at now, where he makes good money, but a different a different restaurant where he met his appetizer. He was using a paring knife to prep like lemons and limes or some shit, and he cut into his index finger very deep, like to the bone. And all he's ever done for work is be a chef, except for drill when he was a cook. But
Reclaim the advantage. Now hold it.
he had this deep ass cut. He took a picture of it, and I'd seen it, and you could see the bone. And I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "What did you do? Go somewhere and get a stitching?" He's like, "No, I closed it up with
Behind Crimson.
super glue," and that's what he would do. And I was like, "Dude, you can't do that. That's super glue getting in your blood." So he had this like super glue chunk just on his finger. We went out to go to lunch or something, and the pain was so bad that he brought me back to the Franklin Heart Center, where I live, and he just started throwing up because of the pain. And I'm like, turn this fucking truck around. I lived right next to the hospital. And I was like, turn this motherfucker around. We're going in. And he had never gotten stitches before, and they stuck a needle in his finger. He did not he was so afraid. The doctor showed up with the thing, with the numbing solution or whatever, Novocained his finger, and he's like, "What the fuck? I can't feel the thing." And he watched the doctor remove the glue and stitch his finger up, and he was like, "This is amazing." And I'm like, yeah, dude, not needles are not all that bad, but you need to not do the super glue shit. And the doctor confirmed, yeah, you can't have glue in your bloodstream. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's worse
That's
than most
actually
shit.
that's you know what's out of all the insane shit that I've heard of, and like people getting like broken needles off in their arms, and like knowing these people, that's crazy. Glue, Jesus, that's fucking
He said it
wild.
was so common. Like I guess other cooks, chefs that he would work with in the kitchen world would like, yeah, just super glue it. Like what? Super glue it and then put a fucking band-aid on it. It's like, but
I've heard of
you gotta
that.
get
Well,
back to
super,
work.
yeah,
You
that's
can't,
like a military thing too, like to super glue.
you know, rub dirt on it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But the super glue
But
thing,
anyhow,
yeah, no.
yeah, because I want to get into asking questions about Black Ops here because I've seen a lot of it. So July begins. I'm here. I'm basically at. It's called a GRH. It's a group residential home. But the way that I would tell people, I mean, the easiest way to explain it is it's a retirement home basically, but with a variety of different people, with like different kinds of disabilities or people who are going through something for like a short period of time or a medium period of time. So when they said that I couldn't stay in Wisconsin was around the time I had follow up, and between my surgeons and my insurance, the information that I got relayed was this is going to take a lot longer than like one more month. So that's why I'm here. And then we went in mid-July for the follow-up. Great news. The guy, my surgeon, Dr. Johnson, dude, these medical guys, I mean, I don't know
Dr.
how
Johnson.
stern or like what kind of bedside manner your doctors have,
Horrible.
but this dude and the other two guys went from like, this is serious, to like the second time or third time that I had met them, they were like, this is also still very serious, but it's not your fault. That was the best news that I got, by the way. I want everyone to take this away if you're still listening. Bless your heart. But the best news that I got was they said, what happened to your eye and you having a dark spot has nothing to do with you drinking. It has nothing to do with your being diabetic or your level of blood sugar. This happened.
That's crazy because you probably thought everything wrong had to do.
Yeah, I thought I drank myself blind. I was like, fuck, I met people
that have done that, yeah.
We had to pick guys up who were like, take me to the bar, take me to the liquor store, I'm blind. No,
Yeah.
so they said it was none of my fault. What happened to me is it falls under acting God law, rules or whatever, right? Which I didn't even think of, but they said that had nothing to do with that. All this has to do, and not the video game shit, because I even asked them too. I had concern watching too much screens since I was 5, you know, because I didn't want my mom thinking, oh my god, I bought my son a Nintendo.
And it's my fault. Yeah.
Blinded him.
Down and secure the target.
Right, God forbid, right? Like, nowadays, doctor, they would have said that back in the day.
Well, they would, yeah, that's kind of, but they put a patch on my right eye to force my left eye to work, and it didn't happen. And also, just as a little nugget for everybody out there listening, if you didn't watch the vlogs back in the day, I only have one working eye. My left eye does not work. I was born with a fucked up retina at birth, and it's a non-fixable thing. I lost a full eyesight in that eye by the time I was like 12. So I don't see out of the left eye. So that has nothing to do with it either, because they say vision from one eye being lost can bleed over into the other one because eyeballs are symbiotic organisms, kind of like your kidneys and your lungs and the two halves of your brain.
Everything that you need to live.
I was very relieved that none of this had anything to do with that. They just said you're getting older and your one eye has been doing all the fucking work your entire life.
Yeah.
And this would have happened eventually, and it could have happened in any part of your retina, or not at all. But it happened to happen, and you noticed it stupid early because I think it was one of the Emersons. I have two surgeons who are twin brothers. It's kind of, they're not identical twins, they're fraternal twins, but they dress and have the same haircut and wear the same fucking glasses.
Yeah.
So they're kind of weirdos like that. But they're cool. But I think I might have brought it up to one of them about the gaming thing and how like I look around, you're constantly in motion when you're gaming, and you're like, that's nothing to do with that. You could have been a programmer, and this would have happened anyway.
Damn.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. So, but they said, thank God you noticed it, because you probably noticed it because you're a gamer. Because people don't really pay attention to like deficiencies in their eyesight all that much.
Yeah.
They don't notice shit. And I'm like, are you serious? You will not believe people. And then I met a lady here, where I'm at now. The only reason she's here is because she started to have cataracts in her eyes when she was around 50, but she never noticed. And then they got so bad that she's probably more blind than I am, but she can still see light and like make things out. But her problem is she just got a shitload of cataracts in her eyes, and more than likely she either can't afford to have the surgery, or even if she had the surgery, somebody might have told her that it wouldn't improve her eyesight that much at all anyway, because they've been there for so long. That's why, again, with my left eye, it is cataracts now after so long. But if they go in and were to remove the bubbles, the cataracts, the gas bubbles and shit, they're like, yeah, you still won't be able to see well. So why even go in? And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So that's all sick news. I'm like, awesome, man.
Great.
So these guys have been doing a really great job making me feel like I didn't just fuck myself.
Yeah.
And so now I've been here for 2 months, and September the 4th was coming around, and I started doing more training. I started a lot of mental stuff. We have a thing here called OT, which is occupational therapy. Which
Oh yeah, I
what
know.
the fuck it is.
Yeah, occupational therapy.
I get what it is.
It's
kind
to
of,
it's to
like,
fit
we
you
want to get
back
you
in.
out and about and
Yeah,
walking
in
and shit. I'm
society.
like, that's not what I fucking need.
It's not
I'm still gonna
BT,
be
it's
blind.
OT. Yeah, it's like getting you out and about, like so nobody knows that you were in like some fucking outpatient shit.
So you don't feel worthless.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Yeah,
to
like
get you into activities.
because
Like
people.
today, I guess they did a thing where they found some leaves outside. Everybody went out and picked up some leaves or whatever the fuck, and they were coloring them for decorations in the building for fall. And apparently, they put decorations on our door, but I haven't noticed it yet. So when I open the door to this room, I will check and see what the fuck they did. But so like stuff like that, and I just told her, I'm like, I'm not interested in going out for a walk because I can't. It's just gonna be boring and stupid. But if there are anything else that you think of, and so she's like, well, we're gonna lean you more towards the therapy side, and I'm like, okay, because my therapist, Matt at Kennedy, like, would you like to continue pursuing additional therapy? And I said, absolutely. Who knows what else I can learn? Plus, he put me on the path to becoming a peer recovery specialist, which is stuff that I've been studying on and off in my free time. Because all I got to do is go take a test and get certified, and then I can just do it for work. But obviously not while I'm flying. And the world needs peer specialists because some people are stubborn and they don't want to listen to a crack, some guy with a fucking master's degree who's never drank a drop of liquor in his life. Tell him all about how he's an alcoholic. But you need that like middle ground person like myself to just be like, yo, therapy's cool. Don't fight it. So I'm like, you're gonna pay a guy $45 an hour to do that shit? I'll study it.
Well, yeah.
I'll definitely.
Yeah, that's
it's
why I was.
Knowing what drugs are, though. It's a lot of like knowing what a drug does, if it's an upper or a downer, or it's sort of like so that you have that knowledge in your back pocket. But it's a lot of shit. So that's why I'm not taking it slow, but I'm not taking it like I'm gonna sit down and fucking go full on hog. Also, I can't see. Plus, it's also a lot of it's online, and if I were to use like a computer here to study it, I can't see the mouse. So it's like fuck it. So anyway, September 4th comes rolling around. I had a guy here 2 weeks before then who volunteered to take. He's like a resident / employee of the property. Like he works here and he works at another property similar to this place that's kind of nearby. And his name is Jeff, and he's pretty, he's a nice dude. And everyone was like, oh yeah, he's really reliable, you know, this kind of guy. So if he says he's gonna do something, he'll do it. I'm like, all right. So I touched base with him like twice, cause the surgery appointment was 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's 20-something miles away.
Yeah.
But in the Twin Cities, I guess that takes you like an hour to get there or some shit. So he's like, no, don't worry. I wake up at like 3:30 every day. We take off at 4. We get there by 5. We're gonna be there 2 hours early. I'm like, okay. So I stayed on his ass, and I'm like, we're going. He's like, we're going. I'm like, okay, cool. That's it. Because I needed to have someone take me and stay in.
Well,
the
yeah,
hospital.
yeah, and like at
the
the
others.
time, you just like,
Mhm.
like
So,
yeah,
the day, 2 days before, I go up to his room and I knock, and I'm like, hey, I'm just touching base. It's like, just Wednesday, are we good? And he starts saying shit like, I don't know if I can make, I might have to work. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Like, you would think if you knew that he was going to be occupied, that you would have came and found me. Where the fuck am I all day? I'm in the building. Not hard to find. Or I'm in my room. So I got a little pissed off at him, but turns out it isn't that big of a fucking deal because, and I told you this before, but ladies and gentlemen, get this shit. Everybody knows my new phone number as fucking April. And then the surgery center
yeah.
is calling my old phone number for fucking like a week, trying to get in contact with me. The day before I go to surgery, I'm on my phone just fucking around. They call, I answer immediately. Like, well, we finally found your new phone number. We've been trying to contact you. We finally found my new phone
Finally, as if it's been like such a,
number.
I'm so worried
now
about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, from the horse's mouth, I think that places like this, big operations, like this, like eye surgery or any kind of shit, don't take this shit with like a grain of salt. You really gotta be on top of it. It's not because they're lazy or stupid. I think there's just so much on their fucking plate that they forget. So make sure that they know what they need to know far beforehand. Don't feel like you're nagging them, because then you get a situation like this.
Yeah.
So they call me. They go, "You need blood work done before your surgery." And I'm like, "Fucking really?" And remember, at the beginning of this, I said, I talked to the scheduling lady, and she said, "You should be fine. You don't need another." I've had like 4 physicals just this year, and insurance usually turns away more than one every like 8 months. You're only supposed to get one every 8 months. But apparently they and this has me a little weirded out. I'll ask them when I go in for surgery, but they said, yeah, you need blood work because you're susceptible to something hyper. It sounded like something cold. It sounded like X-Men, like sci-fi babble. You're susceptible to cryo coldness syndrome or
Right. Yeah, yeah. Like you're
for the anesthesiologist. And I'm like, okay.
like, well, we know you control fire, but now you have a cold sickness.
You have the ability to turn rocks into gold.
But
So we need you to. Yeah, right.
right, you know,
You're like
there's always a catch.
King Midas. Fucking. So anyway, they're like, yeah, you need this.
You can make rocks into gold, but you're allergic to the specific property of. I just fucking did the most goofy shit.
I can't remember what the real anesthesia they're gonna put me on. It's starts with an R, I think. It doesn't put me to sleep. I know that. It puts me in like a state of la la land where like I don't.
Oh, Rachel had that. They were gonna put her completely under, but this is actually common for people in your situation because for some reason like your heart bugs out. If
not Ritalin.
Not Ritalin. No, that's like that's an upper. It's like, well, it's not an upper. It's just not.
But this is like through an IV.
Yeah, no, I know. What I'm saying is that they were gonna put her completely under, but her heart rate started going up too much. That's because she has bad anxiety, and but they also don't want you to.
Yes.
Yeah, you won't feel a lot. You'll just be like, well, goddamn.
No, I've done this.
You've done this, yeah.
How I'm gonna feel.
I'm just trying to remember the
But,
name too, because that's like fucking me up. I'm like, I remember what this
all
was
for
called.
me, all I gotta do is tell them when I can feel pressure. I don't feel pain in any of the surgeries for the eye. Second one a little bit, but that was just because I didn't say anything when I felt pressure. I was thinking about, I don't know, sucking dick or something.
Oh, I just watched this
I have no idea.
ridiculous.
I felt pressure and I didn't say anything.
Well, yeah.
And then I felt a little pain, and I was like, they're like, can you feel that? I'm like, yep, sorry. And then they just squirt more numbing juice in your eye, and then you just don't feel anything. But yeah, it did not hurt nearly as much as when they pulled my teeth out.
Yeah, which is insane because there was 2 people I know. Well, one was just someone's aunt, and then somebody else I knew had it, where they had to sit in that fucking chair and like look at it, stare straight into a needle while a machine did it.
Oof.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
Well, machine.
I'm like, did they do anything? Well, they gave me Ativan, but they only gave me like the littlest amount. This is what my friend said. I don't know what the fuck. Well, I got the lightweight foregrip and the lightweight foregrip for the fucking Jackal. So I'm using defaults and they're okay. But so yeah, so it's like they couldn't give me anything that would make me drowsy. I'm like, but Ativan's like they give that, they calm people down and they give it to people that are like, coming to the hospital drunk so they can just pass out and be safe.
Yeah.
But like they're like, yeah, they gave me a little bit of like, I don't know, a point milligram, and then something to like a numbing agent around the eye, but it didn't matter because it's like right. It had to go right by the sclera. That's the white part. So it was like whatever's right next to it. The red, not the red is the black part, right? Whatever's your color.
Mm.
They had to.
You're talking about eyes?
Yeah. Where the
We're talking about dentistry.
I know, but because it's the same thing that came up when Rachel got under. She got
the black part of your eye is your
pupil. That's right. But anyway, the dentistry
it's on
stuff.
the surface of your eye.
Yeah, when Rachel got her teeth put out and everything, like I said, she was supposed to be under full anesthesia. She was awake-ish. She's like, yeah, I couldn't really feel anything, but I did. And then, like, when they were drilling in the fucking stuff for the implants, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, that's fucking brutal. Like,
That's a whole different thing.
yeah.
For me. So, yeah, they just took my front teeth. I'll get to that part of the story. So anyway, we're getting close.
Yeah, my bad.
And it's all my fault. It's fucking stories, but anyway, so it's not that guy's fault. It's mostly the surgical center's fault. But I did talk to the director, and I was like, we need to really lock down this whole fucking ride thing because. So I made the appointment for the blood work, which is like 3 blocks away. Dude, Rumble, they won't let me walk 3 blocks away.
Wow.
To the little clinic. They're like, we'll get a ride for you. I can walk. That's maybe not. You have to cross the intersection. We're in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I can't. Dude, they got lights, they got sign lights on this shit out here. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I don't know, there's red, green, yellow shit, and then there's like the little stick man, you're par for the course. And then they got this fucking one thing, it's a light that's on top of the other light. I think it says like, don't walk. It's a weird fucking 3-way intersection, and I'm like, alright, yeah, put me in a fucking van, I don't care. That's good as shit. But, so, talking to the director today, earlier, and I was like, we gotta lock this whole ride thing down. So, and people have volunteered to take people who work here, but they just have to make sure they get paid enough, because I'm not gonna have them like do me this favor and then get in trouble. So as long as they get paid, but so it's that appointment is scheduled, and then the post office the next day, and it's the opposite direction, Maplewood. So my operation takes place in St. Louis Park, which apparently is like a very crowded part of the city. I don't know. There's apartments nearby, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It could be that crowded, but anyway.
Nowadays,
and then Maplewood is closer, but there's not as much bullshit between here and there, so you can get there in pretty timely. And I'll have a shield on my face, like the previous 2 surgeries. I'll be actually fucking blind as a bat for about 24 hours. I'll sleep a lot though, and I won't be able to eat because like they're not gonna bring me any food. So, and I don't mind. I'll have plenty of water. But and then we'll go in the day after on the 19th. So the schedule is 2 weeks from the day of my previous surgery. So 2 weeks from the 4th. Now when I call, okay, anyway, so when I go to the post op, then they'll take the shield off my face, they'll clean out my eye and stuff, and then they'll give me instructions. And there will be an air bubble. So
Awesome.
instead of the silicone, there will be no more silicone in my eye. It will all be the liquid, the saline or whatever the fuck it is. And there will be a tiny little air bubble taking place, pushing the regular default liquid against the retina still. The difference though, guys, this is exciting. The difference though, the silicone does not filter out of your eye. It's permanent. So if I don't go have the surgery and I'm an asshole, I'll just never see again. And who knows how long silicone can last inside your eye, how much damage it can do or whatever. But this is part of the plan. And that's why they didn't tell me that it was going to take over a year to heal. Because they knew I would freak out. I'd probably get even more depressed because I haven't been able to work. We'll get into that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Not part of the story in general, but so there'll be this little tiny air bubble in my eye, and that air bubble will get smaller and smaller and smaller over the course of 2 to 4 months. But it should be so insignificant that, like maybe a week after surgery, I should be seeing as if all I need is a pair of glasses.
All you need is what? Sorry, something really fucking strange happened in the game. You'll need.
I probably got muffled. This
No, no, you didn't get
All-
muffled. It
all-
was weird.
All I'll need is my vision will look as if all I need is a pair of glasses. Like if you took your glasses off right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
How
yeah.
how slightly irritating that is, but all you got to do is then put the hardware on and boom, you can see. So that's like one major step closer to just being normal again. And I'm like, all right, so why is the air bubble? Well, because the air bubble, as the eyes will filter out
Oh,
the
God.
saline solution that's in there.
That's so
'Cause
fucking
it
wild.
goes in and it exits, and just any fluid in your body, probably pee it out, or you poop it or pee it out or sweat it out or whatever the fuck.
It's kind of amazing that this shit probably existed technologically, like, for so long, but yet it feels like it, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it
I know
sounds so
what you mean, and
simple.
I'll answer that. I'll answer what you're curious about here
Yeah.
right now. But what will happen is that bubble will shrink all the way down to being completely fucking gone. And then it'll just be my normal eyesight. My retina will be not impaired by any sort of foreign object inside. And everything should be back to fucking normal. Every time that I've gone in, when I've mentioned that they say, you've been doing great, you're doing your homework, keep
Yeah.
it up, good job. I'm like, okay, the fucking July, they're like, hey, you're doing it. You just have to keep doing it, and I guarantee you, in the long run, you'll be able to see again. And probably better than you were able to see before. And I'm like, the fuck you talking about? So
How is that possible? Yeah, like,
I don't know what
yeah.
that. Well, because my retina's never been given. You know, it's I think of it like going to the spa. You know, your joints hurt. You know, like,
Okay,
for me right now,
that's a good way to look
I
at
sleep
it.
in my coat a lot of times because of being homeless and stuff. I'm not used to sleeping with a blanket. I've noticed that my left shoulder kind of sucks because I sleep on my left shoulder quite a bit, and it's like going in and getting like a massage. And just kind of getting a
Interesting.
tune-up. But the tune-up is on the inside of your eye, and it's not like you can go to like the corner store, or, you know, go to an appointment, and then they just go blah, 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 and then like come back next week. It's just like major shit. So that's what I think they mean. Like, also they could just be saying it to just like give me this placebo effect or whatever the fuck. Because I've seen like my vision's been complete garbo so that any sort of result that I see is going to be like, it's going to be better than what I'm seeing now. So, but then one more surgery has to happen after that. So
Yeah.
if you put a air bubble or a gas bubble, it's a gas bubble. I don't know what gas it is. When you do that, you're putting in an artificial cataract in place,
That's.
or you're setting up the symptoms for a cataract. So what I have studied is that this, and this is getting to like the technology part that I'm in for. This is the newest part of the steps of the surgery. Normally they would put the bubble in, the bubble would shrink down, and then they'd go, you're done, and your vision would be great. And in most cases, patients would then develop a cataract in that eye over the course of like 10 years, to the point where it would get really fucking bad, and they'd have to have cataracts. 8 to 10 years later, when it's really impairing their vision, right? Well, now they know this, and they've added this last little tiny surgery to the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Which is, I won't go to the same surgical center. Dr. Johnson, my primary surgeon, will then send me to a referral doctor. It's for a cataract doctor, and then I will have that surgery set up in 2025. Once the bubble is completely fucking gone, because I'm gonna have to have follow-ups after September, obviously, to check.
Oh yeah.
Keep an eye on my
I
eye.
fucking hope so. Doom.
And so then they're just going to go in, identify the cataract, because they have to let it grow. They have to let it become a cataract.
Yeah, like that's.
They're not going to go in there and do jack shit and my guess, right? So it's going to become a cataract. I'm not going to, apparently, according to what I've read, I won't notice it, but they'll notice it with tools. And then they go in and slice open my eye.
Oof.
And go inside and
Awesome.
pop it. And then the healing process for that is another couple of months. And ideally, they do not want me getting glasses until after that.
Yeah.
But
it makes sense.
Dr. Johnson has said, after we put the air bubble in, you're free to go get an eye exam. After it has gone down, like even just a little bit, so maybe like 2-3 weeks afterward, you're free to go to an eye doctor and get a prescription, because they'll be able to give you one. But then you probably have to go get another one. Dude, I'll get glasses for $50.
Yeah.
If I have to see.
I mean, $50 is nothing but glasses too. You know, I just.
Well, I'll get them off Zillow, but I need a real prescription because, again, this goes hand in hand with them not telling me how long it would take to do the surgery. And again, the reason they don't tell you this is because they don't want to stress you out. If they told me back in fucking February, like, yeah, this is gonna take a year to go through, or even more, and you're gonna be fucking legally blind. You're not gonna be able to work. You're not gonna have purpose. You probably won't be able to do any of your hobbies because you won't be able to. You're gonna lose your ability to read and write. That's the fucked up part. Like, I can write like my signature. That's pretty much it. Anything else I've tried writing down on paper, it looks like fucking gobbledygook. Like I'm back in the fucking second grade. It's gross. But that would have stressed me out. That would have put my depression into a different state. That would have probably put me in a way worse position for PTSD. And then going through rehab with that in the back of my fucking mind, I would have pissed off at the world. I probably would have turned inward and got really isolated.
Yeah. No, it's true. I know exactly what you mean.
Do nothing. You gotta wait a year. I'd fucking hibernate every day. I can't play any video games. You kidding me?
You can play that mobile game. That shit is actually really addicting.
Yeah, but I still haven't really seen that game. Like I play that game with by audio cues. I mean, I've seen like the characters and stuff.
Yeah, you should use my link.
I've played so much of Warcraft Rumble.
Yeah, that I still gotta get.
Don't give a shit.
I got.
The only cool thing that came out of me playing that game was that we used me and Black Silver used AI to make a song about it, and I have it before because I recorded. I screen recorded the song because I'm like, this website's either going to get sued or taken down or whatever. So I have it, and I have the lyrics, and so I want to show it to either you or Felonious. I wouldn't mind putting this shit out somewhere.
Bro, so my
probably work
friend
on
just
it.
showed me. She showed me 2
And
AI
work on
songs
it
she
and
made.
like
Yeah,
refine it and make it good.
yeah. It was that.
But from what I've heard, artists who have music like up on Spotify, they don't make any fucking money because Spotify like just chews the fuck out of you.
Yeah, it
as far
sucks.
as money goes.
You have to get like thousands,
I
hundreds
heard
of
it was
thousands.
really
of plays.
good shit like 4 or 5 years ago, and then
Yeah, yeah. I
now
have.
it's like, yeah, you get 1 million views, you make like $10.
It's nothing. It's like fractions of pennies. Like I'm on. I don't know if I'm on everything. Like I gotta make a link tree and find out exactly what I'm on. But the band I'm in is on everything. They've linked whatever how that fucking thing is. Free and then friend_Z. I think you'd actually dig the music because it's every kind of music.
I'll listen to it. And another thing that I've been doing, this is completely like, I do it on purpose, but it impacts like my mental health a little bit, but I do it on purpose because I'm not random. I haven't listened to any music that I like. In the 2 weeks leading up to the surgery, I was like, nope, I ain't gonna listen to any of this shit. I'm just gonna wait because I want there to be a gap in time where I'm not constantly listening to music that really hypes me up. I want to get out of this next surgery, wait a few days, get the shield off my eye at the post op, give it a couple of days, still put my eye drops in. I still put eye drops in, by the way, to this day. Two pressure drops, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and a anti-inflammatory in the morning, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be taking the anti-inflammatory at night as well after the surgery. So, but I do this on purpose because I don't. If I hear something that I think is really good, I will record it, but I won't listen to it.
I see what you mean. Okay. I think what I'm saying is
improvement to my eyesight, and I walk around and I look at trees and I'm like, holy fuck, I really do want to like pop off some tracks that I've been waiting to listen to and just be like, you know what, fucking dude, we're here. We ain't Super Saiyan yet, but the training's worth it. The time chamber's been worth it. And I haven't had a single drink, dude.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
And so anyway,
yeah, well that's
story. Now everybody's up to date. I live in a fucking old folks home with people with disabilities and stuff, and I only just now recently had to report a woman for breaking the rules, and I didn't want to because I'm not. My goal isn't to get anybody kicked out of here. But if you really want to be, you know, I'll give you another chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But like, you know what? At the same time, you're at the age like we're at the age where it's like, yo, we can't not like if somebody's fucking shit up and it's gonna affect everybody. Like, you gotta go.
Well, no, I mean I get it, but like there are limits. Like if you're gonna be running around in if you're gonna, you know, I don't want anybody being a menace in South Central while drinking their orange juice.
Yeah.
If that's what you were getting away with before I got here,
then fuck you. Yeah.
Hey, shit's changed. My attitude towards everyone is if you're chill and you're cool, then we get along. Fine. If you've got problems with me personally, that's your problem, not mine. Like I've told you, my mantra.
Yep.
When going into one of the first things I learned when going into rehab was, you're not part of my recovery, or that's not part of my recovery. Because that's one of the things they teach you early on. It's like, it's your recovery.
Yeah, it's yours. It's yours. It's not.
And it has to be yours, and it can't be anybody else's.
Yeah,
so yeah, if you're like believe in God and you want to do the whole like Sunday morning get together, the Alcoholics Anonymous sort of get together, and it's the Bible version of it, which is cool. You know, if that's for you, then cool. I'm not going to go to those sports because it's not part of my recovery. I know. But when I was in there for primary, and I told my therapist about like how I see my addiction, and like, you know, how people say like I fight demons, like, I've got demons. I'm like, that's kind of played out, man.
Yeah.
Plus, it also sounds like you're reading way too much into the Bible or whatever the fuck.
Taking B.
That, and
I don't have
also like
beef
if
with
you're
that.
like, oh, I have
I have voices in my
schizophrenia,
head.
and then it's like,
All I've done is fight them and put them in a little. I put them in a cage in the corner, and I can hear them, but they're in the cage in the corner. They're not floating around me all the time, talking to me, being like, "Hey man, go ahead, have a drink, man. It's been a couple of weeks. Have a drink." I'm like, "No, nigga, shut up.
Controlling
That's-
Bravo.
Mind your own damn business.
Yeah.
Leave me alone."
Taking C.
it,
And I
it's
put them. It's been a fight, and you're in the corner now, and they make the little cage rumble. They hear the chains crinkling sometimes, and I'm like, you know what? But it's
Securing B.
I'm not letting you out
there you go.
until I feel like I wanna pick a fight with you for fun.
Locked down.
But other than that, you know. But yeah, and so here, same shit. And I also coupled that with I don't know everyone's story. So I'm not going to be such an immature jackass and say, well, you know, you act weird, therefore I'm going to treat you like a fucking retard and call you that and pick on you. There's a dude here who talked about wanting to shoot us all. He sits in like the lunch line or breakfast line.
Oh my god.
I just gotta get this.
Yeah.
I'll take out the one gun and I can shoot all y'all.
Yeah, see, that's
They
that
take nothing
bullshit.
good. And I'm like, dude, what? When I first got here, I'm like,
You're not Jason Bourne, bro. Like, chill the fuck out.
Well, no, he's not talking. He's not talking to us. He's talking to an audio hallucination. And this
Gotcha.
guy's not doing that, and it took me weeks to realize it. But when this guy's not doing that, and he's like getting medication, and I happen to be around, he's a normal fucking guy. He's just like, hey, I'm just here for my not Suboxone, but like whatever he's getting. Right?
Yeah,
And
Librium.
he's just a normal motherfucker. But
Yeah.
like,
Controlling Bravo.
sometimes, which is a lot of a big percent of the time when he's around, he's like, yeah, y'all are weak. Y'all are weak. I can kill all of y'all. And I'm like, what? Because I hear that, and then I hear, what if he actually did buy a gun? You know how we talk. There was just a school shooting in
Yeah,
Georgia or,
yeah.
some shit, or Alabama.
Yeah, a guy,
the other day, and I'm like,
14-year-old.
This kid was clearly a red flag.
Yeah,
And nobody stopped it. And I'm like, well, what if this guy's a red flag, and he does go get a gun, and then he does come here, and he does shoot us, and now it's the Quinlan Home Massacre. Like, it's just a new shooting on the news, but it happened here. And I thought about that, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think they'd allow a guy like that to stay here after he's been clinically diagnosed with whatever the fuck is going on.
yeah.
So I don't think he's a threat. Was it very annoying and disrespectful and rude? Sure. But I don't know everyone's fucking story, dude. And I don't have time to learn it. You know, there's a couple of veterans here, and I've talked to some of them, and they're all super cool guys. But that's where the conversation ends. They're
Yeah.
like 70.
That's it,
Talk
yeah.
about Marines and guys who've been to war, and you're like, that's the end of their story, dude. They don't have anything else to talk about. Like, they have nothing going on. I would love to get these guys in front of like a gaming laptop and be like, this is not Black Ops 6, obviously.
Yeah, but the real
something
shit.
fun to play. Like, I don't know. Like this is Fallout.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Fallout.
cool.
Fallout New Vegas or something. You run around, you can do whatever the hell you want. I wish I could get them into gaming, but it's just generations apart, and they're fine with me not bugging them, and they're nice people.
Yeah.
And just the little things that piss me off. It's like, okay, would my life be improved if
Losing
the
Bravo.
people who live here would just not smoke outside of the window where me and my roommate are? Because that's what the smoking section is for now, right? There's a guy who smokes and sounds like he is coughing and hacking up organs on the inside.
Oh
I'm
my
just like,
god. And
holy
that's why,
shit, is it annoying?
yeah.
Yes.
But
But is it gonna stop if I complain about it? Hell fucking no, because he smokes. So fuck it. Plus, I don't even know who it is. I haven't even been able to identify who it is. So, or like, and I'm not breaking HIPAA by like talking about this because this is common sense shit. But there's a lady here who's like Somalian and like Afghan combined, whatever the hell. I don't know. There happens to be quite a lot of like Muslims
yeah.
in the area, and they're all like African American, Muslim, Somalian, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's been this way for decades.
Well, I could tell you why.
Not
Yeah.
not up north where I live. You don't see a single non-white person.
Taking C.
You see a black guy in Brainerd, you're like, oh my gosh.
Crazy.
Hello, sir. And you shake their hand, like, what are you doing up here? This is amazing.
Yeah.
But
I had
she
it.
goes out.
Oh, go ahead.
She goes outside and she sings like shamanic songs. Like she just goes la 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 pa pa pa.
Yeah.
Pa, and I'm like, what in the fuck? And sometimes it's like early in the morning. And I'm just like, or she'll like talk to a fucking painting in the building. So she'll be talking to what can I think of this? She's like talking to a judge in court. But she's just having a conversation with a painting, and I'm like, okay, she's not my roommate.
Not my problem.
She's not my problem, but her roommate has a problem with her.
Of course.
And I'm like, well, that's figure it out. And but that same girl that I was talking about, like I finally filed paper grievances because verbally telling her to stop doing this shit did not work. And I think I've told you this story already. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I'm just actually changing it. I don't know why I didn't change it to something serious.
I know what you're doing. You're playing.
But no. I'm actually
You're playing
changing.
Blops.
Bleeps. No, I'm changing it to
She's
real
coming into my
talk.
room asking for food, this girl.
Not random Discord server, like real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real life. Here we go. Just so it like has that, so the stream markers will be there. I changed it on my phone. Apparently it's faster when it does that, but fucking who knows with Twitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I was just changing the
Apparently
title.
faster.
Yeah, apparently it's faster. But Blop 6 is just, you know, I'm like, I don't know. Blop 6. I should probably work on
So
my
yeah, no,
gun.
she'll knock on the door, and then she'll knock on the door again, and then she'll open it. And when you open somebody else's door without any permission, that's like a rule that you don't break that. It's I can't think of the term. It's the same thing in when we were at rehab. You're not allowed, it's a personal space disobligation or something, which is great. Like, because then there's something called something obligation too. It's obedience compliance obligation. I think is the technical term for it. Basically, that's just it's a small sentence that you sign that says, I'm not going to be harassing people, I'm not going to put my hands on people, I'm not going to be threatening people verbally or physically, and I'm not going to be a fucking goon, basically. Just don't be a fucking menace, right? And this is her actions are considered a breach of that obligation. I don't think she knows, because I think she has the brain of a fucking child.
Well, yeah.
So it was 3 fucking things. I finally talked to the director about it today, because talking to like the people below him wasn't cutting it. Not that they weren't doing their job, but she just wasn't listening to them. So she did it again today. He comes into the room. Not allowed to do that. 2. No, I'm sorry. She opens the door to the room without permission. You can't do that. 2, she comes into the room without permission. You can't do that. Even if you're friends. Even if you're invited, you're not allowed to go into somebody else's fucking room. You're just not. But people have lived for a long time, and people have friendships. So. Because behind the closed doors, there's no fucking cameras in there. So once it's not on camera, then
And
you're
I've
opening
seen
a can
the
of beans if something does happen.
craziest thing ever.
This is a harassment thing, and I don't care how much of a pussy I sound when I say this, but this is reality.
Yeah.
She calls me her love, right? So like you and Rachel, right? You guys call each other like babe.
Yeah.
You're well, okay. Well, imagine she said like, she comes up like, oh hey my love, how are you doing?
Okay. I mean,
In
that's
your
well.
relationship, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh. But
Yeah.
she's like, my love, I need a ramen noodle, or if we're out like in the open area, like near the med desk or something, and she's like, I love blah blah, and she's always asking me for food. she's not like trying to be friendly.
Yeah,
She's
no,
not
I know what
trying
you
to
mean.
talk to me.
It's
She's
like,
just like she goes around and begs everybody for shit. Cigarettes, food, snacks. Are you gonna finish that? It's like, lady, you 3 times a day, and if you're not expelling a shit zillion calories, you don't even need to eat 3 times a day here. You're fine.
That was just for you.
And so then there's this other thing that
Eyes on.
people were. This had nothing to do with like the grievance. Goes with the grievance, right? I don't want somebody calling you that because then rumors and weird shit. But
Yeah.
what does it sound like to you? Pop quiz. What does it sound like to you when there's a woman who is kind of chunky walking around asking everyone for food?
yeah, I mean, it's a little, you know what I mean? It's just awkward, especially where you're at. Like, you don't
It's
wanna,
not awkward. I'll tell you exactly what it is. People begin to think that she's pregnant.
oh my god, yeah, imagine that
Because
shit.
she's going in and out of people's rooms and shit. She's getting a little bigger. Oh, do you
Yeah.
have any snack? I just need a snack. Bitch, we just ate 30 minutes ago. Right after fucking dinner, she came in. She was bugging me about this again, twice. And so people are like, oh, is she pregnant or is she not? And why is she calling one of the new guys her love? Ooh, I wanted to nail that right out of the fucking ballpark right away. So when I talked to the director, I'm like, this is a problem. And I know it sounds like I'm being pussy about this shit. Like, why wouldn't I want, a younger woman?
Oh no.
Call me that. Ugh, it makes me all fuzzy inside. No, I'm a grown ass fucking man, and I still talk to the girl that I told you about, Rose. I still talk to her.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about
I
that.
actually said I ain't talking to her for a month. I'm gonna wait for her to say hi to me, whatever the fuck. And she didn't talk to me all through August. And she regretted it. She actually messaged me like the first of September. She's like, hi, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, well, if you want to call me, you can. I'll be driving. I'm like, you're getting groceries. Let me know when you're done unloading your car. I'll call you. And I call her, and she's been depressed because her friend group is kind of like ignoring her because of stupid friend group shit or whatever.
Why? I mean, like, well, whatever. I mean, that's her business.
She can't like explain it to me that well. But the way she handles her depression is that she just doesn't. She just lets it fucking linger until she figures it out.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid. And I'm like, if you're going through depression, what I want you to do is call and talk to me about it. Because talking to me about it's going to make you feel better. First of all, second of all. And she finally said something actually nice and sweet, like in a long time. I wanted to call. I've been meaning to talk to you because of the depression. But I was so afraid to give you a call because I thought you'd be mad at me. And I told her this. You never have to feel like I would be mad at you because you haven't contacted me in a month or something. Just know that you can whenever you want, and it's up to you to take action. And I'm not going to be pissed. I'm not going to be that guy. Because we don't talk. Her and I don't talk to each other like we're in a relationship. Like, hey, babe, we don't talk like that. Because I'm not convinced she's in for the haul. You know what I mean? Like, now I've gotten a little bit more confirmation that she's not stopping talking to me. Because I would have just said, I ain't talking to her. It's like the alcohol cravings. In the beginning, I was like, nah, messenger. And then, like, after, like, a week and a half, I was totally fine. Like, nope, I'm cool. I didn't have the moments where I picked up my phone and, like, looked at her contact and, like, oh, I gotta be the one to reach out. I was like, no, fuck this. I've been doing us talking, it's almost been a year. And we have not talked all that much for a year of time.
I thought you were like talking. That's what I meant.
No,
like
we were,
last.
but we don't have conversations about like, if we got together, where would we go? Like if I went to go visit her in person, or if I went to North Dakota. But she doesn't live in like a nice part of the state. She just lives in a town that she crosses the Minnesota border to go to her job. At the car dealership. So we end up talking a lot about her work, which is fine. I have no problem listening to her talk about her stress from her work because I know it makes her feel better. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I think it gets a little fucking tedious that we're talking about the same shit all the time, but it's different for her every time. So like the guy that she works with, he's like an older guy who just like is the bad cog in the machine. But everybody hates this dude because he's a piece of shit. And he yells at everybody because he thinks he has seniority and he doesn't do any work. He hurt his shoulder recently, and so now he's out on leave. And I was like, well, now that Don is not around, how does the workflow feel? He's like, you know, I never thought about it. Now that he is gone, everything is working much more smoothly. And I'm like, well, there you go. That's less stress for you. Because you can go in, you can train people, you go do your job, you're great at it. You come home, you talk to your cats, you eat, you watch your YouTube videos, you zonk out, you don't call me, and then you wake up and do it again for 6 days. But I do mention it to her. I'm like, you don't call me, because she just goes off and does her own thing. And I'm like, that's fine. You can do your own thing. But when you feel like you want to talk to me, I hope that you remember that I've been sitting here just waiting around. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't got no other prospects going on because I don't have teeth in my fucking head. I've sent you those pictures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It actually doesn't look as bad as you think it does.
No, I don't. I actually think it's funny because only my voice has changed a little bit because I have to use like my lips and my tongue to like not sound like I have a lisp. And everyone, including you, is like, "Oh, you don't sound that." And I'm like, I bet you in real life you would say something different because I feel like I have to try to not sound like I'm a baby with my baby teeth fell out. But drinking like liquids and stuff, where it would hit my top teeth, and I'd be like, "Ow, I have sensitive teeth" or whatever the fuck. That doesn't happen. So now I can just go buck wild. Which, by the way, I'm drinking a Dr. Thunder. I've never drank this shit.
What is Dr.
Or
Thunder?
I have, not in a long fucking time. This specifically what I have does not taste like Dr. Pepper, and it tastes a lot like a beverage from the liquor store that tastes like shit.
Oh, I see, like over
But
sugar.
it doesn't taste like booze. It just has this weird taste of like you want Pepsi, but this is what we've got. You know what I mean? Or like
Gotcha.
you want.
Yeah, but this is what
You
we
go in the liquor store and you're like, oh, I really want something I'm familiar with, like President, like Don Julio. Like I like Don Julio, but you got Don Squanches.
Good
Like,
Don
it
Squanches.
does the job. Yeah. Or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I taste it. I'm like, I don't taste Dr. Pepper. I taste like Dr. Pepper mixed with like cigarette ash.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Sorry, I'm actually just surprised. I'm listening. What's crazy is listening to you made me actually. Listening to you actually made me like snipe well. I never tried sniping in this game before.
Book me. Anybody can book me.
Yeah, there you go. No, I'm
your training game.
Yeah, I'm not the best, but I got.
Better sniping. I'll tell my story. Oh, I've got it memorized. I'll tell my story again. Personalize it.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like paying attention. I wasn't even like noticing shit. I was like, oh shit, because it's a new map. I never played this map before. So I had like a sniper and a shotgun. And actually like leveled up a lot. Got a couple good kills.
So just in case this is still going up as a VOD, which is cool if it does.
It is. I just need you're
If anyone out there still listening, we talked recently now about how I don't have my teeth. I don't have my top front tooth, the 4 teeth in the top front. It looks ugly. I don't like it, but I don't care. I'm getting a denture. They measured me for dentures like over a month ago now, and I go in on the 11th. I go in on September 11th at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god, the hour and 5 minutes before.
Which I'm fine with because it's just it's dental shit. And then I'm gonna tell them about this one fucking hole that they just cannot keep closed. Like they've worked on it. I think what I'm gonna do is tell them like it's the one Asian lady who's like really proud of her filling, and then the other girl who's like this white chick. And the next time I go in, I'm gonna talk to the Asian girl, and I'm gonna be like, the filling didn't stay in. We had the white girl do it, and it didn't stay in again. And I know I've been there enough times. This Asian chick is very, very stickler about her work.
Yeah.
So she'll definitely go in and fix it. And I think her partner, not her partner, but like her, you know, when you go into the dentist, you have like one person on your left and one person on your right. You know, the one that's like spraying water in your mouth and having you suck it up or whatever. It's like the assistant, it feels like. I don't know what the fuck to call it. But the one, the Asian lady who puts the fillings in and does all the shit on my right side, I had to go in for a follow-up visit to get my molds made. And I spoke with her and her partner at the dentist place. And she's like, how do you feel after having your teeth out? I'm like, it felt weird, but it stopped bleeding really quick. And there was no, it doesn't hurt. Like if I bite through bread using my gums and the bone, it doesn't hurt. But I do feel like, and I just like slipped in a completely
Team deathmatch.
not random anime reference. I told her, I said, it's like I feel like Eren Yeager.
Oh,
Like my jawbone is a little bit in a different spot. And then she giggled, and I go, you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but in Attack on Titan, there's these these guys. He's got his teeth are up here, and then his teeth are down here. And she's like, oh no, I know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh, so you watch anime? She's like, well, yeah, I really like Attack on Titan. I'm like, oh, well, that's really cool. What have you watched the whole thing yet? Because I know very little people who've seen like
the end. Yeah, no, I bought Rachel.
The end got fucking moshed somehow. I don't know.
Look at this. Check this out real quick. For fucking $20, we got the manga. 1 to. Hold on. 1 to.
Check this out in Black Ops.
Yeah, no. Like I mean, like in real life, like when we went upstate in real life, like we went through this town, and out of nowhere, we got this. I bought her for $20 manga 1 to 8 or 1 to 12 of Attack on Titan for $20, mint condition, pretty much. One's like 4 in a box, 4 are out. So yeah, it's 8. Fucking wild, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, remember I kept sending you that fucking video. I just can't get over it of fucking Aaron, not Aaron. Is it Aaron? No, Aaron's the main one. Armin, and then he's just sitting in the boat. Yeah, sitting in the boat, and he goes so fucking nuclear. You know what I mean? Just sitting in the boat.
Like,
fucking just nukes the entire fleet.
Yeah, he gets a Titan power, right? He becomes a Titan.
Yeah, he becomes he's been a Titan, but it's like this is after they all know. It's like when they find the ocean, like their whole like goal, and then they and Aaron's like in this boat, right? And he fucking just turns into a Titan. Like he's in like a little sailboat. You know what I mean? And like all of a sudden he's like looking up at him. Yeah, he's looking up at him. I know I sent it to you. And he's looking up. And everyone's like, what the fuck is this? They send one guy. They think he's like a stowaway or some weird shit. But then all of a sudden, ba-boom! And like the entire like World War I industrial style type of fleet is like completely just maxed out, like dead.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love that. I could watch that forever. Yeah.
Yo.
Fucking nuts. Knuckin' futs.
So just to calm everyone's nerves about my teeth. I had 7 teeth taken out. 3 of them were in the back, molars. I never had my wisdom teeth taken out as a kid, so they were all impacted, or they were all disintegrated down to like nothing. So those teeth were not that big of a deal when they took them out. I mean, it didn't hurt. The front teeth on the top. It's just a lot of drinking sodas and drinking beers.
Yeah, the sugar and alcohol. People don't understand.
Passes through it, and everyone's like, man,
everyone's fucking idiots. They're like, yeah, no, there's no fucking way beer. Well, that could be genetics, but what I'm saying is like I've had dumbass people say like, no, there's no way beer. You know, the sugar dissolves. Like, no, dude.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of pop. Even as a kid, so this was.
But yeah,
not good from the get-go.
None of it.
And plus, there's so much that it looked like I had like little tiny teeth. It's fucked up because the teeth that got taken out. I look back at the vlog videos and shit. I even look back at like the videos that I would take during the pandemic, and I'm like, I had a fucking full set of, my teeth look fine. And then all of a sudden you start getting up there in age and shit and time.
Yep. Oh
and
yeah.
It's just like, well, now it looks like I had like, I got them removed because one, health reasons. If I didn't, they would have just gotten worse and it would have infected my gums and then it just gets worse from there, where it goes up into your nose.
Reclaim the advantage.
And
Now hold it.
the initial X-rays showed all the teeth that were removed they were just not connected to my the bone. They weren't in the right place. So they not only were they damaged on the outside, but they were already damaged all the way down.
Yeah.
There's like black, you know, and I'm like, okay, fuck it, take them out. But I also looked like I smoked meth. So the entire time when I was in fucking rehab, if I ever did a full smile, which I never really do, I usually do like a fucking, like a little cockeyed, like a cock corner smile shit.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a photo. But people would see my teeth and they go, "Oh, you must be in here for meth." And I'm like, "Nah."
Oh my god.
My family's got bad teeth, and even if I brush my teeth, I would end up having my mom's teeth, which are just like gray, marble-looking, dead teeth.
Dead.
They're
Gray,
there.
dead
They're there, but
eyes.
They're hanging out, you know.
Yeah.
But then I got them taken out in July. Or early August or something like that, and then the front teeth hurt like hell. Where I go, they numb you up. Speaking about the implants and shit, this was not like implants. I haven't had implants, so I don't know that experience. But when they've numbed me up to do all the fitting, it only hurts when they needle you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Only a little bit. Yeah, I was so shocked.
I know, it's not
They put
crazy.
the numbing goo on your gums on both sides.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The swabs.
It starts acting immediately, and then they numb your shit, and you feel like a chipmunk.
I had like
Go in and
5
go,
root canals, and like
I didn't feel a fucking thing. I love it. I love my dentist. And the cool thing is, they're not the expensive dentistry place in the Twin Cities. They're like the new guys, so they're trying to do like real good fucking work for a lot less money. And I'm surprised they haven't asked me to do like a testimonial. I think they might.
Well, they might also know they're good dentists. What happened to mine was they stopped taking my fucking insurance. We became friends with like the door people. Like I was going for root canals like every week. Like I had like I don't even know how many I fucking had. It was bad.
That's the one thing I did not want was the root canal.
Don't worry. It's honestly, I would tell you if it was nightmare shit, but it's not.
I just didn't want it. Then you just...
But sometimes you'll need it. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes. But the good news is I did have one tooth that got chipped.
Yeah.
And she was saying like, well, if we cannot get this one to stay, then we might have to do a root canal. And she went in and fixed it. Like it hasn't popped off. There's one that did chip off. I was eating chips, and it was like the same fucking that I had just gotten back from the dentist. Then I might have had like a too dense of a chip or something, and it came off. Whatever. But they're cool with just going back in and doing it again. And but the problem is, the last time they were like, I asked them like, is this as hard as they're gonna be? Like immediately, and she's like, yeah, once we cure them, they're as hard as they're going to be. So I'm like, well, then I can eat. And they're like, yeah. And then the day of, I eat, one pops off. And I'm like,
We're winning.
but
Keep it that way.
it wasn't I noticed it wasn't the filling that popped off. It was just the tooth part underneath it. So they were not cleaned. It wasn't scraped away as much as it should have been. So they'll probably go in and get rid of the more of the dead enamel and just go in and go. But this other hole that I have is like on the inside. It's painful if I don't drink and if I don't pay attention to it. But just so everybody knows, I just had to get the teeth taken out because it had to happen. It's like, you know, getting your gallbladder taken out.
Hey, I'm first. Sorry, I just noticed that.
When I get my denture in, I'm hoping that the colors match. Because being a blind guy, and then the mold lady comes and goes, she comes in with like a palette, like I'm painting a room in a house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't see, so just pick the ones that match or the brighter one. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't care.
Well, yeah. At this point,
I just want to be able to eat hot dogs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can eat nothing but ramen noodles and shit as like a main food source because it's soup. it's water, but it's salt too. And I'm just like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. But like, there's a nice place down the street called Master Chef, and they're not expensive. You get quite a lot for like 14, 15 bucks. But the last thing I got food from there. I got a gyro, and it was the most. It was the most unpleasant food I'd ever eaten because
You
I
don't
didn't have
like?
teeth in my head.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Which is crazy because that's like a. I was taking a picture. That's like a soft food. Like that's like my go-to.
Well, this wasn't soft. This is not like a gyro place. This is like a
Oh. Yeah.
all around sort of place. But you know, you'll learn. I immediately landed here, and I took an inventory of all of the places where I could eat. There's no beer within a distance that I can walk, so there's no temptation. There's a Holiday up the street, but they don't sell alcohol. But
That's
they
good.
do sell 2 liters of Pepsis and like mainstream shit. They do not have Faygo. It's crazy because I thought Faygo was like mainstream. Apparently, Wisconsin's like, wow, we love Faygo. I'm like,
I gotta send you this
I don't
picture.
shop. I don't shop at that fucking that Holiday because it is tiny, and for a
Hardpoint
6'2",
We've taken the
230-pound guy,
Stay on task.
that's a tiny fucking place. And I'm not gonna spend nearly $5 for a 2 liter of pop. So
Yeah.
all the pop I get is all name brand shit from Walmart. It costs like $1.80, and I buy as much as I need, or I buy as much as I do. Not that I need it, but I buy as much as I do to the point where I'm like, I'm set for a period of time. That was my anti go out and get a 6-pack moment because of the whole surgery thing. That pissed me off so much, man. I was in my head for like up until yesterday. I think I was like, just go get a beer, just go get a fucking 40, go get just sit outside and drink it. Fuck the world. I was
Yeah,
like, no,
don't do that.
We went to Walmart on Tuesday, and I just bought a bunch of soda, Orange Jet, and fucking. It's just called root
Hardpoint
beer,
active.
and it tastes
Hardpoint
great.
secure.
I'm like, oh, I'll drink some sugary drinks. Who gives a shit? And then my old roommate called. This is funny, dude. He left under the weirdest circumstances.
Hostiles at the hardpoint.
And he like packed all his shit up. He's like, I don't fucking need to be here. Fuck you. And he was cussing everybody out and shit. And then he ended up in jail. So that's like when you're confirmed not coming back. That's when.
Oh yeah, because he probably had he was court mandated. I don't understand.
What was he gonna do?
Yeah.
This guy didn't even seem like he needed to be here. He just like landed in a DRH. Like he didn't. If he had mental problems or something, I couldn't tell you what the hell they were. He just started. He was selling pot in here. I was like, dude, just leave me out of it. I don't fucking care. And then he ended up in jail. So then he'd have a place to fucking sleep, I guess. But apparently for not long, and then they called. He called here. He's like, hey, I had a pair of boots that I bought.
Oh my god!
Kind of
The fuck out of
and
here!
I think I left them in the room under my bed.
Get the fuck out of here!
Underneath my roommate's bed, and I'm like, I don't know, like in total, because his name is Anthony. I'm like, you could have just ate it for whatever reason. You gotta admit it. And clearly, he wanted to like find a job. But this guy like left in such like a childlike way that he forgot a lot of his own shit. They busted a lock on his things. We all have like pieces of furniture that have like a lock on them if we get a padlock. So like in case you're gone for like a while, I can slap something in there. He left all kinds of dumb shit, paraphernalia and shit. And for him to be like, I need my boots.
My boots! The most important thing besides me, you know, having a normal fucking life. My boots.
You're lucky that the guy who directs this place is a nice enough guy to go and get you.
Wow, they did that? Holy crap! It's like no, and you just lose. Wow, this guy's even beat us.
Be here, just like,
Yeah.
Like when I left Kenneck, I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't leave anything important. And I haven't thought about anything that I may have left. And I haven't thought about calling and being like, oh, did I leave my shiny... I'll leave my shiny Bulbasaur there.
It's worth stuff. And I need it for
Well,
reasons.
it was there.
No,
one
I
time,
know. I'm just
but whoever was
being.
living in my spot at Kennick had a shiny Bulbasaur sitting on a shelf.
Heck?
And I was like, oh, okay, this is mine now. And then I brought it with me here. And it's not my favorite Pokemon,
But
it's
it's
a Funko Pop.
It's yeah,
It's a cool
exactly. Like
Funko Pop. Yeah, and I'm like, okay.
any,
If somebody
anything.
steals it, I'm not gonna be like, where the fuck is it?
Yeah, any kind of comfort. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck not? Okay, now I know how to do the strafe thing, and I learned it in Black Ops 6, not even in fucking Modern Warfare 3. Cool. Awesome.
So you can like strafe backwards.
Well, it's all about ADS. Oh shit, I'm out of lethals.
Oh yeah, so
Fuck.
yeah.
So you're just like,
no, Ghost of Caldera videos that I've been linking on the Felonious server.
yeah, I gotta
This
check
guy's
those
now
out.
in Black Ops 6, and he is. I guess you can take people as hostages, right? You could like get behind.
Yeah, I've been taken hostage, and I was about to look in the keybinds. Like you didn't remind me, but you did actually. How to do that, and I don't know if it's in a specific match because there's like a couple modes. There's like core mosh pit, which is like this is just hard point. You know what I mean? And then there's
It might be in like more of a free for all map where there's no team.
no, well no, there's just team deathmatch. It's like there's no free for all yet. That'd be just fucking insane. I don't think they figured that out yet. Because it's kind of
maybe it is just a key binding, but yeah, the
the
Ghost of Caldera is a player who we've talked about who runs around with a specific loadout. And he's very fast.
Yeah, very
He'll,
fast guy with the
He'll
knife.
spin himself so like he can take a couple of shots without going down.
Yeah.
He also gets a speed boost when he does.
Also,
he just, like, runs up to guys and knifes them and shit.
If he uses a controller,
That's all
I'm
he
pretty
does.
sure.
He doesn't shoot people. He throws knives and like knives people. And, like I guess there's been melee weapons in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. There's wrestling
like
shit.
Javelin or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm about to unlock that actually. Like I thought I did after finishing the battle pass today. Because I do it to like wake my fingers up before I practice for the band. Is that a guy actually trying to kill me or is that my teammate? There's still a lot of like weird kinks where you can't tell if somebody's on your team until a certain distance. I'm sure you could change that.
Well,
But-
and I guess there was a some kind of
There's a crossbow. Well, okay, the glove I don't
like
know.
a glove, like a fucking
It might be
a
from.
glove.
Yeah, but that.
And when you punch people, they go airborne.
Okay. Oh, that was from the wrestling mode. I don't know if the glove actually exists, but it probably does from if you buy it. I never got to play Slam. That's what it's called. I don't know any of the wrestlers' names, so I couldn't tell you. Like even if I tried, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wasn't aware that there were. I was like, oh man, WrestleMania during April. I didn't know it would be in college.
Yeah, but so they did that. They did Slam. You can get. I know I have one character. Just from, I didn't go to Black Cell. But what's it called? Fucking. Yeah. So there's like sledgehammers. The melee I've been using aren't like Karachis or anything. They're just like this like sick. It's called the renderer. So like, it's like a mini execution when you do it. So you get like double XP because you like hit them and then you cut off their head. Pretty cool.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got a couple clips on the talk of the tick. I use it to tell time. Don't you try to fucking dolphin? You can't really dolphin in this shit, bro. I mean you can, and I just fell out the window doing it. Anyway, but I mean like the omnidirectional stuff really is a game changer to be honest. But it's like SOCOM. So it's not really
Fucking idiot.
it's not really that fucking different. It's just legit. Yeah, I fell out the fucking window. Oh.
Well, anyway, he takes people hostage and like I guess open mic. You can talk to them. And then
I don't
guess
know.
there's-
I never.
there's
I have my
just a
mic
shoot 'em
off.
in the head button. Once you grab them and you have them.
Yeah, you could do that, but that's the thing. Like your teammate could also not give a fuck about you. Oh, I know what it's available in. It's probably available all the time. Oh, there's this fucker. It's probably
It should be. It's in the fucking trailer for Black Ops 6. It's like
yeah.
a major thing.
It's a thing. So it's happened to me. I just get executed, so I don't know what the keybind is, but you get taken hostage. There is a time limit, you know, and they have a gun to your head, but your teammate can just shoot through you. So it's like it depends,
And
but
there's
it's
a time
usually
limit before
yeah. But there's also yeah I gotta That's an AK with the small stock. I gotta level up my AK and get the bigger
Your
mag.
teammate can kill you while you have.
Yeah, yeah, your whole team can just be like, screw it. But if you're the HVT,
Why would that?
well, because there's a mode called, it's not HV, maybe it is HVT, because you're like protect the HVT,
High value target.
high value target. So you get, it's a random thing. You know, like swarm, you could be infected, but you don't know yet. So everyone's shooting at each other. So like if you're an HVT, you see the other
yeah,
HVT, you gotta get protected. And then if you get shot down, you could take your pistol out, and you know, obviously people come to you, can res you, or that's it. And there's like a certain amount. So that's when I've seen it happen the most, is in HVT mode. So let me go into my loadout since I've like leveled up
Well,
so
all
much
I know is
shit.
that you can pop him in the head and kill him, or you can
Or yeah,
execute, and you do like a back execute for free.
I haven't seen the back execute yet. Like right now, I'm going.
I've just seen like whatever knife he's got. Like great, but he's very skilled. He's very well known too, because people. I think he's on console. Because I mean, it could be wrong, but a lot of people talk shit like when he knifes them, which feels like 2003 all over again. Like, stop knifing.
Oh yeah, no,
Guys
you
with
have
the
a, you
knife
have a. Let me take off this assault grip.
like an open mic or some shit, maybe. Maybe I just haven't played in so long I haven't noticed it.
You have,
But
you have a knife like no matter what now.
no, not that. I mean, the guy, he runs around with his loadout. He's very fast. He knifes people, and when he knifes them, while they're down or about to get killed, they can still talk to him. Or maybe
Oh yeah,
before,
probably. I've had
like,
my mic off.
If you're in a gunfight, you can talk to each other or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember ever being in a gunfight and having a guy be like, "Yeah, you're a bitch." But now that he can like take people hostage, he grabs them and he's like, "Okay, buddy, we can do this the easy way."
Oh, we do this the hard way.
People are like, "Fuck you, you're a faggot." And he just goes, "Okay," and he just shoots him. Or he'll do the execute and he'll just run away because he's fast. So. But yeah, no, I mean, it looks like a legitimate loadout to knife people, and his disadvantage is that shooting is not good with that loadout. It's like all built to knife dudes. So when he knifes people in the beta or even in Warzone, people are like, "Would you fucking stop knifing?" Like, he's so good that he infuriates people because they get knifed, and they probably know they're going to die when they see him. But he's only like, he's not super well known. All of his videos are shorts, and then he'll post like the loadout at the last like 10 seconds of the short if you want to see what he's running. But there have been guys now where he goes in, he'll down a dude, and he'll like wait to kill them, and then they'll be like, they'll either say like, you know, "Fuck you, faggot," or they'll be like, "Oh my god, it's you, the ghost of Caldera," and then he'll be like, "Yeah, it's me. How's your day going?" You know, he talks to people like normal, and then if they're like fans of his, he will res them. He'll just res them, and he'll be like, "All right, you have a good day now," and then he's off running like Sonic the Hedgehog, and he can. He's got. We've talked about this before. The personal drone that like acts like a grapple or whatever.
Oh yes, you could just throw yourself up. Yeah.
Where you hold the drone and it like flies you up into the air, and then you use the parachute. And apparently movement speed or whatever the fuck he's got running makes him parachute quicker when he's moving around. He's like faster. He's faster all around. And people shoot him thinking, "I got this, right?" And he'll just dive, slide, and knife you in the knees. It's like, it's beautiful. And I'm like, "Good." And he's like, "Yep." He's like, "You can do this in Black Ops 6. Even easier."
I've been. Oh yes,
Omnidirectional
stims.
is so much better.
Stims work the way they're supposed to.
That's what I'm gonna fucking do. Fuck this stuff. What's this whole leveling up guns bullshit?
Yeah,
I'm
fucking.
gonna knife people.
I don't even like the C9. The Jackal is where it's at. Just gonna put the Jackal that I modded onto the. I'm just working on my weird loadouts. Like, I actually have a sight now on my shotgun. I've been It's crazy that I actually was able to. The sniping is very different. Like the ADS is
So
crazy. It's
we-
more tactical,
Oh yeah.
basically. Yeah. So there I got accuracy to slide. I don't know anything about volume. I barely used it, but I got a lot of XP. So there we go.
So what is the situation? Not to cut you off.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
But what's the situation with your girl playing World of Warcraft?
She's about to get it back on, and I said, "Well, the new Are you gonna get the expansion?" And she's like, "Fuck yeah!" And I'm like, "I think it's out already, right?"
It's been out.
It's been out. Yeah, it's been out. We've been doing. Yeah, we've been.
Whatever.
Yeah.
27.
It came out on the 27th of August. We've been doing.
Whatever the last Tuesday of August was.
Yeah, we've been doing so much. I'm just gonna say fuck you to the C9 and just use the tackle. We've been doing so much, like, just stuff every day that it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's like fuck, like you lose track.
Busy.
Yeah, we're busy, so it's like whatever. And she was like, "We're gonna get it. She's gonna get it." Like, and I was like, "Well, I'll think about it. It depends." There we go. Salt grip on the fucking.
So now that she's there, what is she planning on playing?
Well, her shit is mages. She
That's
just
right, she
wants
has 2 mages.
3. She's got more than she. And I told her, you know, the gear works the exact fucking same way. So she's like, I don't want to confuse the mages. I'm like, there is no such thing. Anyway, yeah.
There's equipment manager, and then there's other.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I was using this gun on the default when they had it before they changed it. This is a great gun, the aims, but I haven't. Is this gonna just be the one that I had? Yeah, okay, I got the mods on it. See, that's the easy thing. Like, you can have your loadout and just do mods. So this is just like everything in the game. Like, I'll jump on the heavy machine gun. Do I have the other one? Which one was I using?
They're letting you fuck around with guns with all this shit unlocked already.
Kind of, because like I'll show you.
It is beta. I mean, there shouldn't be a problem.
Like, for example, all right, let's go to like something I won't really use, like the sniper rifle. That's why I have it at level 2, because that's the one I was sniping on. So if I go to gunsmith, at first I was, it's like basically like having like overkill. I don't think I have any like thing I could mod this with. I'm just checking real quick before I show you what I'm talking about. So, oh, there's a quick draw. Yeah, quick draw grip is clutch. With the ADS is already insane. So, all right. So let's say I just, all right, I'm gonna look out my gun. So they added a new assault rifle. Oh no, I thought they did. What did they add? A new SMG, the Tonto, right? That's actually from Black Ops 2, I think. And then the LMG. The DM is, I gotta make a DM build because I love this one. This one comes with a scope. But the SWAT is a 3-shot fucking marksman. That's what I was playing with before. I gotta go through this and do this. The G, obviously the Glock 45 with the 9mm, the shit. I don't have any pistol like loadouts unless it's like default stuff. The default shit is dope, but it's like literally for specific. This also takes a while. It's for specific like stuff. So you only get a couple. So face off, score streaks disabled, but it's a mosh pit. Respawn modes on all maps. Or mosh pit. So what the fuck is face off? No kill streaks. That's cool. Let's just try that.
Movie.
I want to know what the campaign is like because I didn't play Vanguard. Right? That was like in the 60s. This takes place in like 91 or something. So I took the scope off this XMR, which is also another weapon that they had. The Jackal too, I remember. And oh my god, that with 250s, if they have that akimbo, my god, with no stock, bro, that's like, that would be just overpowered. But you know they're gonna do it. But
I got a text, but it's not showing me that I got a text from it. I thought it was you texting me, but whatever. Just troubleshooting. Yeah, no, I hear you.
But the omnidirectional stuff, there's some people like I met some guy that is like, yo, just map it to one. I think I found online before, but I didn't want to like just turn things. All right. Whoa, what map is this? Oh, okay, I know what map this is. I'm gonna use the.
Isn't it that you when you
Oh,
jump,
what the
you
fuck?
can jump in any direction, but you can also aim while you're
Yeah, like look,
jumping.
like hold on, let me show you. Should I show you? Like I jumped backwards and did this, right? I've never played this map before, so that's why people are playing this. Oh shit! All right, I gotta get another loadout. I'm gonna use the loadout I was using before, the Enforcer with the Jackal, but this is a slow round Jackal, and everything I have is Semtex. The Semtex is fucking clutch, but this also has the aim on it. This is good for hipfire, right? But you saw what that guy just did? Hey, look at this. Check this out. Right?
He's climbing a ladder.
Yeah. Well, now I died, but I was.
Oh yeah, I saw some guy like flop onto the
Yeah, I was just trying to like kind of like show you, so you
Like
could
an
slide. Oh, check this out, right? Let me just throw this. Right? Check this out. Slide back. Oh god, no. I'm just. This is not the map
Just
to.
saw you die.
This is not the map to show you.
Oh yeah, you're jumping and sliding sideways.
Yeah, but it's not the map to show you. And then you could slide backwards. But then the best thing is you could do that. You could slide and jump, but I haven't macroed C to everything, which I should.
We're ahead, but stay
Alright,
alert.
oh.
Marshall's people are no fool.
Fuck, I'm gonna get my shotgun out and level that shit up. Like use like what I. Here we go, because I got the Jackal on there. Here we go. I got the quick draw too, so that would be a lot easier.
Right on Tony Hawk.
Shit.
So I think I get it after.
Yeah, no, it's what, a victory already? Well, I was gonna draw. Anyway, you have assault packs, trophy system, and I just unlocked something else. That's not a kill streak. It's like a sneak bomb, and then there's gas. I should probably add that to just show it off. Yeah, this guy, that's the Jackal that I think I took off my stock. But yeah, faster velocity. The one I was using was default. So, also I went, oh my god, Jesus Christ. But the ones that people pre-bought, like the guns, are so insane. And I thought it was just core everything, so this is new. I never played this map before. There was another map where I was using the sniper rifle. Never used that before. The train one with the trains, I'll use the marksman that shoots like burst rounds. That shit is overpowered. I just fucking modded that. But takes a while to fetch your profile, but can I get 26? Okay. At 30 I can get, I already got a new kill streak. Oh sweet. I got another perk. I gotta fuck with perks. I only have Enforcer on everything on my loadouts except for 2. Because that was part of the you know, daily XP. Got 4 kills. I just joined the map in like freaking 2 seconds, but let's see. So yeah, well, it helps. So yeah, I just unlocked interceptors. So the perks are dope, right? Let me actually like leave the lobby for a second and change, because my loadouts won't make sense. You know what I mean? Because you can mix and match and then get overkill. Overkill is great, but not really for Black Ops, because overkill is what I use in Modern Warfare 3, so I can run around, slide, be a dickhead, you know what I mean? Melee. Like, I got ridiculous at that. But, like, let's say this is the AK and a Jackal, so what did I unlock? Blackjack gets great. Attack mask. Oh yeah, that's been there. So ninja scavenger is obviously there. Yeah, I'll just keep rocking it and just rocking defaults to level up. I've been leveling up easier with it anyway. Yeah, the music's a little weird, to be honest. So let's try face off again. I like that. The operators are like, these guys obviously you can't get, but that's the zombie guy you saw for a second. This is the other one. Klaus, Crimson One. Oh, he's not showing up. Yeah, they don't show up unless like. But
Oh yeah, what's his name on the Discord? Icy Bear. He's one of Felonious's co-workers. He's a furry.
oh, I've actually
He
only
posted
talked to a
some
couple.
videos with that. I was like, who the hell is that? What character is that that's talking? Because he's like, yo, now. Because every time he gets a kill, he says some like cryptic demon shit. He's like, boy, that's like the zombie boss from Black Ops 2 or whatever. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, there you go. See?
That's
I don't know.
pretty-
I don't know. I've only played zombies on the really shitty Black Ops, the one after 3, so 4.
Which was Cold War, right?
No, Cold War was 5. That was Vanguard.
Oh, it was
So the
Vanguard
one before was
4.
before Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I was like, all right, that was when I first started playing Call of Duty.
And
I was
this is the bullshit thing. When they said Black Ops 6, I'm like, they skipped 2 Black Ops 6.
no,
And I was the only one that was fucking
Did they really?
confused about it. Because
I have Black Ops 2,
when
but
I
not
saw Cold
multiplayer.
War and I saw Vanguard, I never knew they were Black Ops 4 Vanguard.
Oh, these are all new maps.
Cold War.
Holy shit.
What the fuck is Black Ops 6 called?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Oh, I was shooting at shit.
Because nobody knew that those other ones were Black Ops games. Put the fucking character that sits in that little pose. Because I thought that was the only corny thing about the trailer that I saw, where it's like, play your operator, and you can all sit in the pose with 2 pistols.
Oh, yeah, there's
What
like.
is this, 2007 again? Shut the fuck up and just, I don't know.
Well, that people.
Obviously don't do like advanced warfare.
Yeah, it's not Advanced Warfare. In fact, like I said, the thing that everyone's crazy about is the omnidirectional shit. God damn it! I don't know this map. I didn't know that this whole thing. They must have just added
Black
this.
Ops maps, dude. How do you not know?
I don't. I never, like I said, I played Call of Duty at Black Ops 4, the shittiest one. I got Black Ops 3 after. There, I got him. See, he's done.
I played Black Ops 2.
I killed the HVT. So this is the HVT where you'll see some shit. Oh, I was about to hit my stim. I should have fast switched.
You should have stemmed really hard.
Super hard. I mean, you can't stim much harder than I can.
You didn't take your autism medication, so you can do a lot of stimming today.
Alright, I got the HVT down. Kill him. Finish him. Finish him!
This looks like the fucking airport in Warzone, or in DMZ.
Well,
But not really.
oh, I was gonna die with a grenade. Maybe a shotgun would be good if we put down a assault pack.
They brought back Nuketown, but they call it like Sand.
Like Glasstown? They should call it Glasstown if they want to be fucking clever.
I
Unless
mean,
people are
that's
gonna
what
get
they call it,
upset.
Glass.
Yeah, when they glassing.
But it's the exact same map. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves
and that's
Nuketown.
so they know that's the one you know everyone's gonna play.
Yep. That guy didn't even notice me there. Sweet. But that's the thing that's common. Like, your name tags are played. It's almost like hardcore without the name tag. Damn. He hit me with, let me guess. Yep, sniper rifle. Yeah. There's a thermal grenade that I got. Yeah. We stim. Ah, fuck!
Regular stimming is normal.
Yeah, it's back to normal now.
I just looked that up when I started hearing it as a like slang. Like last month or a couple months. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh god, look at him stimming. I'm like, I have to confirm what this is before I say it. Like in, I don't know, like on live stream. Because I was like, it's gotta have something to do with autism. And then yeah, there's a video. Well, I found a video of a guy who's like got 2 boys with autism and like stimming is normal. It's not something that they're doing that.
Get up! Fuck, sorry. Yeah. Well, no, this, like I said, when I keep saying stimming is normal, it's like legit fucking normal.
Yeah, it's like people, like
yeah.
people-
Like, it's pointless now to run stims in like Modern Warfare 3 because like by the time you use them.
Talking about the conditions and mental conditions.
Oh.
And I know what stimming is in the game.
Oh, I thought. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm in a map I don't know.
If you see people who have like autism, they do stimming, which is like they like a common one is like they fucking fuck with their hands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Moving their
Okay,
hands
I
around.
see
They
what
have
you're saying.
people thought it was a reaction of like a nerve damage thing where they can't God, God, it's Parkinson's. Where you move your hands around a lot.
Yeah.
Parkinson's is non.
No, I know it. I know about. Yeah, neurological
These kids with
diseases
autism,
suck.
they're doing that for stimulation. It's what's called stimulation. Fucking uncultured bastard. You gotta know this. They segue into funny jokes.
Oh, man. Always. It's
I
fun to work.
outstim dude, man.
Nope. Get up. Come on, motherfuckers. Ah. Fucking hell. That's wild. That's a wild map. That's a sweaty map. I mean, I'm not showing. I'm not showing much off of the directional stuff because, like, I'm using Control and C. Like, I still haven't macroed C to everything.
So many people are probably just like their neuroplasticity isn't ready to use omnidirection unless they're fucking practicing it like consistently.
Dude, you saw that guy's sniper skill? Look at that shit. It's fucking ridiculous. That's the sniper I was using. That's default.
It's also people who haven't stopped playing Call of Duty
Yeah.
for like now 18 years.
Like right now, you can just get to level 30, right? So before it was 20, and I hit 20, and then I had to go away for a couple of days, come back. I updated everything, and then this is the first time I'm playing it technically.
So if she's playing a mage,
Yeah.
I told you about the whole. You don't need to.
Yeah, I
hold
know.
an alliance
I know.
Guild, right?
Yes, very aware.
Does she know this?
Yes. She doesn't give a fuck. Can't tell her shit.
She really doesn't care.
She really doesn't give a fuck.
Cool.
Yeah.
Such a cool feature.
So I was in Dragonflight, whatever. I was still rocking Paladin, and I didn't even have a full set of anything. I had like maybe 3 out of 5, or like something that's still because you could have another set that did something else, but it would take away 1 passive. But whatever. But I was still like on the charts on Raid Finder because Raid Finder is trash. But I was still like at least 2 or 3 as Ret Paladin, but which is weird because nobody was playing Ret Paladin at the time because they kept changing everything every like 2 Tuesdays,
Yeah, I think they committed to not doing that a lot in.
Yeah, because they had Demon Hunter.
It's one of the. I told you this before, but it is. Blizzard confirmed there are 3 expansions involving this storyline, and it starts with the War Within. So the next 3 expansions are serious expansions. Like you're not gonna walk away and go, well, the next one sucked, like they have been doing, like Battle for Azeroth. Or, you can take it or leave it expansions like Pandaria. The fucking woods what's that one with the orcs? Durotar, no.
Durotar's the orcs. Oh, you mean like Orgrimmar? You mean like the city?
It was an expansion. The title of it was.
War. Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. I skipped.
Knows what it's fucking called.
Nobody played about it. Yeah, I played. Oh fuck, I saw that guy, but I didn't see his fucking.
The main character in the story
he dies in it. Fucking. Oh my god, you're gonna kill me with this
shit.
The
main character in the beginning was a Draenei Paladin chick.
No. What I'm talking about, like who you're talking about in Durotar, like he dies and like I think his son takes over, whatever.
Yeah, Durotar is a character.
I know everything's named that. I'm saying what I remember from it. I don't remember shit. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna try the sniper on this map actually to be completely fair because this is kind of like a clutch ass place, but I'm gonna die.
I believe the expansion I'm talking about. It's the one where Garrosh, there you go.
Yes, okay, there you go.
He goes back in time and saves Volmosh's father from drinking the blood of the Burning Legion demons from Gul'dan, who summons
Yeah,
the
Gul'dan's the
to the orc. To
3
Dontain.
kills. Fuck. Sorry. Yeah.
He stops them from drinking that blood because when they drink the blood, their eyes turn red, their skin turns green, and they become slaves.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're green, and they did that also. Oh, I tried to get a quick snipe on that.
But he stops him. He fucking straight up tells your dad to go fuck himself.
Damn an idiot. I got one good snipe.
Expansion no one fucking cared about.
Yeah, it was shitty.
I believe it came after Pandaria. Because Pandaria, Thrall, and Garrosh fight.
That's what they. That's. Oh yeah, no, sorry. I was going by the fucking stupid movie. Oh my god, I kept thinking those were. Yeah.
Garrosh's axe, which was Vormosh's axe. The Hellscream axe that we see all the time. Throughout that expansion, Garrosh is unlocking more and more god power, and then his axe changes into. It's got like black goo on it, like eyeballs and shit. You can get
Oh.
a boss fight with him somewhere, which I will definitely.
I was
I'll be doing if
close
I come
to getting.
Back, I'll be going back and fucking collecting gear for sure.
I was gonna get classic, just for the fat. Oh my god, I just missed like that. I hate that shit. I hate myself. Ah. All right, maybe I'll try this for a little bit. You just got him. It's okay.
No, you were gonna get classic.
Yeah, because of Wrath of Lich King.
Trying to.
Because Wrath of Lich King. Yeah, that's like one of the best. You're the only other person that's like, oh yeah, Wrath was good. Like
that was fucking amazing.
I fucking love Wrath.
You just had to get through the shitty parts of it, like the
getting raids together so people can actually like
well, the shit before you would go into Ice Crown Citadel and actually fight the bosses in there.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I fucking love every single fucking one of it.
I didn't like the tournament shit. That was boring to me, where you're like in one.
Oh yeah.
Boss at a time, and I'm like, this is bullshit. And the gear looked like ass. But right after that, where they like stormed the gates of Ice Crown, and Tyrion's just like, oh, let's break through.
And the story's so good, cause like it's like, but everybody I play with never played Warcraft 3. You know what I mean? Like, so they never.
Right.
Yeah, so they never understood.
That's a cinematic where Arthas' dad is talking.
Yeah, and he kills his fucking dad.
He's like,
he wipes his dad.
They will come for you, and when they come, they're coming for you, my son. Let them come.
Let them
come. Hungers.
And then he lets the crown
in the raid. You're like, holy shit. That was an amazing expense.
Hell yeah! I don't know why people didn't like it though. I just don't get it. I guess because you know why? Because they introduced an easier way for raids, right? It was 10, 25 man. It was like the first time they did that.
No, they didn't do that. They didn't do that in fucking Ice Crown.
That's what I thought it was. Because I remember everyone being like.
Wrath. They introduced the 10 man and 15-man raids for LFR in Pandaria, or sometime in Cataclysm. Warlords of Draenor.
Warlords of, there you go. Nobody gave a fuck about that.
That's what it is. And the beginning is boring as hell, and I don't remember any of the story because I stopped it. And then Legion came out after that, which Ken says was one of the best expansions ever during that time.
There's at least 3 or 4. Mists of Pandaria was the last one I spent money on, and then after that it was whatever was before Dragonflight. No, I think it was Dragonflight, or it was before Dragonflight, whatever the fuck that was. Because
I'm sure Warlords of Draenor was either after Kata or after Pandaria. I'm not sure.
No, it was after, because after yeah. Because I didn't play after Pandaria, and I didn't play for like a decade, or whatever it was.
A decade.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It doesn't mean decade, but you know what I mean. But like the most geared I'd ever been was in Cataclysm, and I hit 20. I almost hit 2200 in rated PvP in 3s. I was a Holy Paladin, Ret Paladin, and then I wasn't really working on my warrior because I picked like an undead warrior because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I first did it. But I started playing right when Wrath of the Lich King was about to come out, and then of course Death Knight, you know. But I didn't really like it. Blood Death Knight for PvE, PvP. When people are good at Death Knights, they're fucking good, you know.
Ken says Blood Death Knights are taking a hit right now as far as tanks because their shit's just not that strong compared to Undead.
What I remember,
Frost.
In Wrath, you could, you know, still combine trees and all that shit for Death Knights, but in Dragon, whatever, I was still in the blues they gave you on your death, you know, because they hooked up with like, the blues were like pretty much like purples, and the purples were like, they really concentrated on sets, but not combining one specific or whatever. As a tank, now I've tanked as a warrior, as an orc, undead, obviously that's shit. But for like 2 months, blood DKs were like, you needed them for the raid. But then I did all the raid finders, and I was like, they were just too fucking easy. There was like the story wasn't even fucking like fun.
Yeah,
Is this just gonna be
Dragonfly.
this the whole fucking time? Alright.
It was a gimmick expansion. They just put you on a different mount and said, now you have Dragonfly. You can glide them. They made it more of a vertical map system. Because when Dragonfly was on its way out, Guild Wars 2's first expansion had already been out, and then they focused on vertical zones, you know, gliding and jumping on mushrooms and
Yeah, no, it took Rachel
make more
forever.
content out of it.
It took her
Dragonfly made
forever.
more sense.
Oh shit! Wow, I'm so fucking fast at
But it's
this.
still a gimmick expansion. So like, Warlords of Draenor comes out. It's like, all right, cool. What the fuck? Don't know what the point was. Didn't play it. Don't know if it was good or bad or what. Legion comes out. All the cutscenes I saw of them all. And I'm like, wow, this really gets deep into like the whole light versus darkness, like an Illidan Storm Rage.
Sorry, I
the
took out my
space
knife.
paladin shit.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
who any of these characters are, but I like it. Ken says it's like, dude, the expansion was great. You had invasions popping up left and right. There were reasons to log in and play for like hours. Benefit. You didn't even have to do the dungeons or the raids. You could just go in, do waves of invasions. And of course, you'd go do the raids and stuff. It's just like, it's Legion content, so like you're fucking up like.
Oh whoa! That guy
these
close
big
scoped
Legion
me.
bosses.
Sorry, this guy. Yeah, I don't know. This guy fucking close scoped me while I was running around with a knife because I got overkill on. Fucking moving super fucking fast. Got Semtex. Oh, are you serious? They already fucking is it fit? Damn, that sniper's good. That's the SVD, right? No, that's the LR72. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like that motherfucker.
Oh, I tried, bro. This map is a little. Oh,
Maybe a little bit longer now.
this is the new Jackal upgrade, so it's super fucking fast. See, look, stims actually fucking work. There we go. There you go. Semtex kill. Oh, see, that's my own teammate.
Is that overkill making you stim quicker too?
No, that's just regular.
You just stim a lot.
Yeah, yeah. It actually does what it's
good.
fucking, and they give you 2.
It makes you too vulnerable. I want an ADS instead of a fucking hipfire.
Yeah, hipfire. So yeah, this is the Jackal without the stock. That's why I'm moving so fast. Take this knife shit out.
I'm pretty sure he uses that too. Maybe the guns have something to do with the speed. Like you mentioned, that's why you're moving so fast. But I didn't know what you were carrying. He carries a gun too?
Yeah, yeah, you have a knife no matter what now.
Well, yeah, of course you have a knife no matter what.
No.
You could not have a knife in like non-warfare.
Nah, you'd have to equip a melee.
Yeah, so you could unequip it.
No, 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 no. You don't automatically have a knife in any of the Call of Duties I played. Oh, I was the HVT. Shit. See, now he was trying to hold me as a
I
hostage.
always thought I'm
Oh, I got up.
Finger off the trigger.
You gotta get me, bro. Come on.
Marking target location.
Sim.
Oh, I got the last headshot on that guy with the pistol. Sweet. But yeah, that was you just saw it for a second, the hostage, and then they saved me, and I didn't realize that. Yeah, look at this skin. It reminds me of Atomic Heart, but I'm pretty sure that's probably from a. Oof, this is the sniper guy I was probably talking about. Yeah, that's the 7.62 one.
That guy's
Okay.
a robot.
Oh, I think it's from the zombie games. I think that's me.
He's an AI.
Yeah, and that other gun he has is a C4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atomic Heart, yeah.
I like that game. I actually thought it was a Bethesda game for the longest.
It's not.
It's a Russian game or it's a Chinese
It's all
game.
right.
I liked it, but the thing was, like, I got to replay it because it's getting off of Game Pass soon. It's been on there for like almost 2 years.
About torn of that game, but you know, it's all right.
Hold on, I gotta use the little boy's room, so let me put my little BRB on.
Really bad.
Oh wait, let me see what
I've
this
gone to
is.
the bathroom twice.
Wow, that is fucking skill. Fortunately, I can't. Oh, I got a long barrel attachment. All right, I'll fuck with that in a second. I'm just doing the defaults because it wasn't doing it before, where you would get actual, like good XP.
Right.
Anyway, let me.
Go put on your attachment when you go pee.
All right, I'll be right back. Oh no. I'll be right back.
Stop out the way.
earth, wind, and the Dire. Derp, derp, derp.
Alrighty, I am back with my Star Wars shirt. I think he went to do. Are you there? Hello. 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 All right, let me text him. He might have fallen asleep, to be honest. Yeah, the music's weird, but it's fucking catchy.
Who was texting me?
Oh, because I got back and I didn't know if you like fell asleep. I was making sure.
I think I figured out those other texts were hitting my other phone, but I don't know why the hell I'm getting notifications on my
Alright.
main phone.
I guess I'll do Face Off again, and then I'll do Core afterwards, because that's a sweaty map, just an oval. You know what I mean? I want to know the
Big oval.
Yeah, it's a fucking oval, and with the sniper loadout for the default, you have like motion detectors, but it's so small. Why the fuck would you need it? Like I'm hoping they have an attrition style map where it's like not 6, maybe like 10.
I'm telling you, man, you just need DMZ. That's all. Go in.
Yeah, I haven't played it though in a while because I had to allocate.
Go back to DMZ.
Well,
Easy.
the thing with DMZ is like, there's just like what I've read and seen videos of is like it's just Hacker City because they put it DMZ and then beta. It was never just beta and you know, it was like a core thing.
It was like never fully released.
So I don't think like there's like no reprimand for insanity. So there's probably people like cartwheeling through the sky.
I don't know. I haven't played, so if it's gone to shit.
I haven't played either, so I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna I don't know for sure because I didn't read anything, but somebody said that they were going to implement it Modern Warfare 3 style with like the new maps. They did put one of the new maps there.
They should just like they have the 2 maps, I guess, right?
Yeah,
because
like Warzone is just one map and it's small. I mean, it's sweaty, but I've gotten a couple dubs.
It's just a big city and a bunch of fucking houses to go inside. It's like, all right, like if you know the map. I like DMZ because there's like NPCs.
What's
Shit's
this?
going on. If they actually made
Oh.
it more dynamic, where they're like you stumbled upon like the missions are like go here, get a mission, and then the NPC starts doing shit. Now that, well, I guess that's not true because you could stumble upon like a what do they call them? The jailhouses or whatever the fuck. Get the key card form, you just go into. And then they're like, you get in there and they're like, don't kill me, and you haven't picked up the HPT mission. But as soon as you go in and like save the guy, the HPT mission begins, and you just happen to do it. Yeah, it'd be cool if you just like were running around, scouting around, and like you notice NPCs like, I don't know, there's that plane in the one part of the map, in like the southeast, the palm tree desert area. There's that plane. And they're just standing around. Like if it looks like, oh shit, they're fucking loading the train with gold or whatever the hell, and then you pop them off and you take care of them, and like you could, I don't know, get in the plane and fly away or something with extra money or something. It'd be neat. But every match feels the same because all the fucking missions are in the same spot. Like, but I don't know. I like NPCs to kill. I get free XP for shooting fucking NPCs.
Yeah, like, why not?
That's my pace. I like going into multiplayer to level up my guns to have like dual pistols with the drum magazines and like you just shoot for 20 seconds straight and you look like a maniac.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the XRT loadout.
But I like to go back in and shoot the NPC guns.
Well, yeah, and they made them difficult, which is the best part. Like it didn't.
Yeah, people say that. I've never felt that they were.
Did you ever play?
Like, oh, these NPCs are so hard. They're just like kids from Warzone.
No. I don't. I'm
player. They're like NPCs are difficult.
I'm talking about the there's the map within the map. You know what I mean? You need
yeah. Underground mission shit where it changes.
Ooh,
like on the Al Mazrah map, yeah. That castle was never that fucking hard to go in there. It's all booby traps and shit. And like a robot shoots you.
Oh, I was the HBT.
But you can snipe that robot out of the fucking sky. It's like an achievement
Oh,
mission.
yeah. Yeah. The Halloween
Put a
one was
bomb on it.
fun.
That Halloween one was sick. That was actually
Yeah,
legit
that
fun.
was really fun.
It was
Oh,
one
somebody else
you
was
had-
using the
You
X-ray.
had thermal scopes and ghosts and shit. It's like, that's awesome, man. And it's scary.
Is that the
The
C9
sea
level?
creatures would come out.
Oh,
of the
yeah,
water.
that was... Yeah, the jump scares
And then
didn't
you get
get me.
teleported to hell and shit. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
the jump scares didn't get me like they did other people. It was other shit. I can't really remember it.
I just
Yeah.
get jump scared. I'm sorry. I'm like one of a dying breed of people who still gets immersed when I play games because they let my brain just go.
Well,
And like I'm in the world of, DMZ, and I'm just like, oh shit. That's why Phasmophobia still works on me, because there's like that whole clique of kids who go in and try to just make the most money and do it real quick and get out. But they've improved that game so much. You can't just run around in the house and go, "Are you French? Are you French? Are you
yeah.
French?" You have to actually do shit and like figure out what kind of ghost get spooked.
I want to try Gala
It's
with
fucking
the
scary, dude.
fucking machine.
So we need to talk to your girl about World of Warcraft at some point.
Yeah.
I want to know what the game plan is, what her
Her.
game plan is.
All right. Well, so when she gets right back, she's about to go downstairs, check the mail, and go to the store to get, I think, another vape. Or not. And then you can ask her.
You gotta get another vape. That's
Well, it's instead of every day of cigarettes, like it's been like 2 months almost for me, and like I
well,
think
how
a
much
month
is a
for her.
vape? It's like $60, right?
No, it's like 14. It's like the same package. It's actually a little bit cheaper than cigarettes. It's like $13.99.
And they last.
For about, if
Longer
I'm not
than a
stressed, like it lasted me 3 days the last time, but the last time before that, like 5. All right, love you
Okay.
too. All right, I'm gonna try this default.
The people at rehab, I know they had like little tiny,
Pacify the AO, kill
they're
team.
like, I don't know, 4 inches across by like maybe 5 inches in height, and they're a little thick, maybe like a game thick, and they came in colors and shit and lanyards. And they're like, this is 6,000 drags or some shit.
Yeah, no, they
It's
say
like
that.
a week's.
Yeah.
It's like a week's worth of puffing on it, or it's like. That's how a lot of guys got kicked out of there too. They were drinking indoors. It's just like, what is wrong with your brain? Like, you think that because you're in rehab and that you're being taken care of in some way, that you can just ignore the laws? It blew my fucking mind. It's like, okay, so the smoking section at Kennick was you walk outside and there's a bunch of picnic tables, but on only one side of the building. And you're like, okay, and they're all right there. In reality, if you were like to say go to an establishment, you'd have to go, I think, what is it, 25 or 50 feet away from the smoke? It's like, yeah, have fun with your $200 fine, you fucking cricket.
Yeah. Excuse me. She had one because when they run out, it's like, but if I get, do I get knife
And then what do you
XP?
do with the fucking the thing when it's done? You throw it
Oh,
out.
you could actually scrap them and make money from it.
Oh, yeah, well that's good. At least there's like a
There's like a
way
system, yeah,
to take them someplace and get like you can recycle them, of course, because they're
yeah.
taped inside of it. It's like it's so that's such a good idea too, because like when you get rid of an old phone, at least in Brainerd, all we could do is take it to Best Buy and drop it in a slot, and we wouldn't get shit for it. But you're basically tossing platinum and gold, titanium, and yeah, it's probably not worth a whole lot of money, but it's like, dude, come on, like, why are we giving these materials back to Apple? Yeah, fuck that, give me money. And then they just make, well, so like now, right? So when I had the iPhone 6, and then I got the 15 this year, the new old phone, the new burner phone action at like Walmart, right? Because it was all iPhone 6. It wasn't even a 7. You could go in, say you wanted to get like straight talk or something cheap. It was all iPhone 6. And these are not new phones. These are refurbished old pieces of shit. and they're not USB-C, right? Now the new one is the 12, which isn't that bad, but it's not got a lot of capacity. But the 12?
Oh,
Fucking kidding?
the
Maybe
new.
like the 14.
Let's see if this
I
works.
think it's the 12 is the one that won't run out of the operating system.
Ah, yeah, that. Yeah, I have
Because
the.
my 6 was like, you can't even listen to Audible. The OS wouldn't go past like 15.2,
Yeah,
which kind of sucked because Ken gave me access to his like Audible.
My God, dude! If you know how to, see, they actually make it so these LMGs are actually doing what they're supposed to.
Is that same fucking map? No.
Yeah, it's the same one.
No, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's just I'm just playing it different.
Yeah, that's another thing I saw, that people were running around LMG and people and they were like, this is actually quite cool. And I'm like, hell yeah, give me LMGs, give me a loadout where I can just shoot and like reload once a week.
Like I have an LMG, but this one's obviously kitted out because it's default. But it's fun. Like if you actually know what you're doing, like you put like a little sensor there, and back.
Are these like heartbeat sensors or something?
They're like just
Small
people
waves
are
or
around.
whatever?
Look at that elimination from that fucking far. When I'm just trying out like every mechanic I could think of.
Taking the lead. Stay on target.
So I guess this is hat or
And
version.
these might be mechanics from the previous Black Ops as well, but maybe tweaked.
Oh, definitely tweaked.
Which
Yeah, the
This
stims.
is where I get concerned, because if these are things like the old school players like know about, like, yeah, this is just this from Black Ops 4 or 3. I'm like, oh shit.
I knows if I stay back here with my sensors, everything is good. Can I re-pick it up? Nope, it's just there until I refill it.
Falling behind.
Which makes sense, you know? Have battery life. Little assault packs.
Not much
Oh,
time
it's just
left. Put this to bed.
What I would love is to have holy fuck, what was it? Yeah, they were talking about an operator. Oh, it was a Rainbow Six operator. It's two robots, and the operator, the guy actually piloting the robots, is not in the map. You're like remotely controlling them from like a wheelchair. So you're like a wheelchair bound guy, but you've got these monitors all over the wheelchair. So you control one robot, and then you relinquish control of that robot and control the other robot. And I don't know the difference between the two, except for the fact that one can turret himself into a shield, like a portable riot shield for your team, and then the other one's more of an assault robot. But if one of the robots dies, the other one dies.
defeat. Damn.
Or something. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. But I saw that and I was like, that's pretty cool. And or gay as hell. I don't know. Siege is a different world. Oh, and also, I just want to bitch about this because I know this is not something that you experience because you stream and you don't primarily like watch other people for the most part.
I've actually started to. But
I'm
yeah.
getting sick of this. This is so fucking retarded, right? So, on my phone, specifically with the Twitch app, I haven't tried this on the iPad.
Yeah.
But it's the same app, it's the same version. So it has to be doing the same thing. If it says Rumpelstiltskin has gone live, and I know I can't read, I can't really see well, but there are only 2 people that I follow. I follow like 15 streamers. None of them fucking tell me that they're live. And it's probably my fault because I haven't ding-dong belled. I clicked the bell for some of them, but I'm pretty sure a couple of them I have the bell. But it's only 2. It's you and it's Odyssey. Odyssey is she's a Eurobeat. She's a musician who creates Eurobeat music, and she's a VTuber. And if I'm being honest, because now a lot of these VTuber chicks are coming out of the woodwork, like doing a lot of IRL shit. They're all really fucking pretty. They're just doing the VTuber.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
They're all pretty. Odyssey is like 30-something, 30-year-old lady, and she just looks normal. Like she's got meat on her bones. She dressed up as her character, but she does VTube. So when she's making music, she's like a VTuber in the corner. Right?
That sounds awesome.
But then sometimes she dresses up as her character, and she's pretty, but she's not like model gorgeous. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
my
but
God,
I mean,
thank
yeah,
God, thank
yeah,
God.
exactly. I was about to say, like,
And not
that's-
all the VTuber chicks are like drop dead gorgeous, but I'm just saying, it's just fucking insane. Like the guy VTubers out there, they struggle so fucking hard to get an audience because it's not.
I noticed
There's
a
no-
lot of them
There's
start
no
on.
female audience watching the dude VTuber. It sucks.
There's, I
It's all
noticed,
fucking sweaty otaku.
I
But
noticed.
anyway, I need to get to the thing that I'm pointing about. Okay, I'm sick of it for many reasons, and I'll get to that. So if it says Rumble Filson goes up, then I'm on my phone and I click it just to see what you're playing, and I might not be able to stay awake and watch it all.
Well, of
I'll
course.
check.
Sometimes just
I usually
yeah.
check. I might say something, I might not say. I'll say something if I know I'm going to hang around for a little bit. But typing in chat is a pain in the ass.
Of
On
course.
Twitch with the
Yeah.
text to speech, it's even worse.
That I'm
However,
aware of.
I will click on your notification. The fucking app will open, and then it will open to not your stream.
Wow,
Guess
seriously?
Guess whose fucking stream is always open?
Oh,
Queso.
what the fuck? Why?
Every time, like clockwork. I've just been paying attention. I'm like,
What the
and it's the
hell?
same thing if I click on Odyssey. It won't bring me to her stream. It'll bring me to Queso.
What? Who the fuck is K? What the fuck?
You don't know who Queso
No,
is?
I've heard the name, but I'm saying why?
Queso streams is this overweight guy with a big old
No, no,
beard.
no. I know, but I'm just saying how.
Oh, you know, okay. So he basically admitted to this, which is, I
Is
don't
it a
dislike
marketing
the
thing?
guy at all. I don't think. I think it's Twitch just being like, look, we need a new golden child, and this is our guy, and even in his stream I was watching the other day, not like because he's not bad at games. He's very entertaining. He's a funny guy, but he does a lot of screaming because people call him fat. So anytime he gets like referenced to fat, he just like gets pissed. Like that's his get mad.
Okay,
And that's why
I
people watch
see.
him because they're like, I call this fat guy fat, and he gets upset.
Wow,
Whatever,
that's
dude. Fucking boring as hell. But he's entertaining as fuck, right? But he was streaming the other day, and it was just chatting. He wasn't playing games. He plays Rainbow Six and like other shit, and variety games. But he even said in his stream, he's like, dude, maybe somebody was asking him like, how do I become a professional? He basically admitted, he's like, I just lucked up. I just got fucking lucky. I stream all the time, and no one will watch me. And then all of a sudden, like in February, March this year, he exploded.
interesting.
And he's like, and he has no fucking. He fully admits, he's like, I have no fucking clue that how anybody found me, but he gets like tens of thousands of viewers. There have been memes about him. Can you made a cartoon about him? But he at least admits that he lucked up. And I'm like, okay, brother, take that all the way, run that shit, run that football as far as you fucking can and make as much money as you possibly can. The only thing that pisses me off is it always opens the screen when I'm trying to find, because I'll go to follow him, and I'll look through my following list, and it'll show me who's live, and it'll say you. It'll say you, Maximilian, and Moist Critical, who are like the other people that I follow, which I'm like, yeah, they're pretty much consistently streaming. But how in the fuck is this guy streaming so often that every time you stream, he's on and Twitch is pointing me directly at him?
That's fucking.
He must be streaming so much more often now because he's exploded.
That
I would be.
Yeah, but when you have a notification for a specific streamer,
Yeah.
why the fuck?
And people have been complaining about the Twitch app being dog water for like the last all summer basically. Like if you want to flip through the For You page, is what they're trying to do. So they're trying to like ducktail like who you watch, and if they're not online, here are some people that are similar to them or whatever the fuck. but they changed the app. So you're flipping through these streamers, but you're flipping through all the king's positions, which is a term that's been coined this year by Pirate Software, by Thor. I don't know if you watch his streams at all.
No, see, these are the people I need to follow. I follow a lot of people, and I don't want to unfollow
follow
people.
Thor. It's Pirate Software is his. I like the guy because his dad. My earbuds are on our screen. His dad worked at Blizzard for 30 years or 26 years as a cinematic director, and he has been in the games industry since he was like 15 years old. Like he's been. He's a
so
coder,
he's like
he's a
in
hacker,
the, yeah.
He's a white hat hacker. He goes. To
White hats are
Dontain,
my favorite. God.
Yeah, he's white hat, so he tries to.
Yeah, I know. Tries. He doesn't. They have a code. I know that. I know the difference. It's fucking awesome. But that's so weird. If that happens to you, that must happen to a lot of people. Like I've been meeting. If I stream at like 6 to 7, I will get a little bit more followers. It does depend what I play.
Thor's great because he talks about. That's his dad. So his dad. So you've seen the episode of South Park with the World of Warcraft episode.
Yeah.
That got it got an Emmy.
With the fucking guy who got the sword that wasn't supposed to exist. It was like killing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was like Stan or somebody in the game got the.
No, it was just
I don't
this
remember-
guy.
I don't
It was
remember
this
fucking
guy
episode,
with
what
like
it's
a.
about.
It was a guy with like a wrist arthritis, not a wrist. You know what I'm talking?
Yes,
Carpal tunnel
so the
thing.
Character, this is exactly what I'm getting at. So I think they call the character in the. I think he's titled it, "He Who Has No Life." Like, how do you kill that which has no life?
Yeah,
Because that character is a big fat fucker who's balding, but he's got a ponytail and he's got the arthritis wrist strap thing, and he's just sitting there. And he's fat. And he's eating chips and shit.
Yeah.
That character is Thor's dad.
Oh shit! Really?
They just put him in the episode,
That's
and he
crazy.
didn't know it. They were like, "We need a character who's this," and that I guess they came to his dad at the time and said, "Can we make you a character?" And he's like, "You can do whatever the hell you want. Just don't use my real name."
Fucking South Park, yeah.
So they modeled a character after him. That's him. That's his dad. That's a real person.
That's
And they modeled the background out of the
like
apartment that he lived in
his
too.
place, yeah. Because it's like you're watching him as if he was a streamer. You never see anything else.
Yeah, but he worked at Blizzard for 26 years.
That's
he made
crazy.
cinematics.
Yeah, they
now
use
Thor
the
has-
cinematics
Thor
for
has
the
been on
episode,
Twitch
yeah.
Thor's been on Twitch consistently for I think 4 or 5 years, but nobody knew who he was. And since he's a programmer / hacker / analyst and stuff, he worked for Blizzard. He did CS quality service. He's one of those people who would end up banning 60,000 people.
Yeah.
Every so often by just okay, so bots run around, right? And they run in a path, just pathing. You can in World of Warcraft you can right click the ground and your character will run there, just like if we're the isometric top-down games like StarCraft and Warcraft, you can right click and the character will go, or League of Legends, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, isometric games where you
So in
click
World of
and play
Warcraft,
RTS.
that's
Yeah, that's
thing
how it
by
started.
default. You can turn it off if you don't want it.
Oh, I
But
didn't know
that's
that.
in there for people with disabilities who can't move the cameras around.
Yeah, I didn't even know
Maybe they
that.
don't have all their fingers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So you can do that in the game, and then bots would do this, and we've seen this. I've seen it. Everybody has. If you played early World of Warcraft, you'd see a bunch of characters that are farming minerals or auto leveling up, running through quests and doing quests, and they'd be running into a rock, and they can't go to their next spot because of the pathfinding. Because people like Thor and the quality assurance people what they would do was they would notice the pathfinding characters, and then they would just put a rock into the map, and then just sit there and see how many people would glitch onto the rock and not move. And they would do this throughout all the servers because they're all on every server doing the same fucking pathfinding shit. And so collectively, they would just wait until they could gather enough of these fish in a net, and then just ban them all. So that was his job.
That's
Among
fucking.
other things. Among
really
other
funny.
things, and then he quit because the They weren't paying him.
Oh yeah.
And then he worked for Amazon Games during that fucking game they had called the MMO that they had come out. New World, I think it's called. We talked about that. He's really nice. Like he's got shorts that are just like very insightful about lots of shit. Now he's streaming WoW, and some of his shorts are just him talking about stuff. But in the background, he's just playing through it. But yeah, why it doesn't bring me to you and stay for the queso every time? Don't know why. Fucking hate it. And but it clearly smells a lot like they're trying to put him in the front, like they're rotating. Like, well, you know, we don't need to put XQC, we don't need to put Ludwig or any of these other big shots. You know, we're done with Speed and Kai Cenat. Like they already have their audiences. We don't need to help them anymore. Who else is next? Who can we star in our show?
That's fucking wild. I mean, I get that, but it's yeah. You know, I mean that makes sense. But if he's saying, oh my god, there's an enemy right in front of me, but this has a problem.
I get what you mean.
But yeah,
I'm clicking on you and it's not going to you. That's fucked.
That's so fucking weird.
It's fucked, and it has been well known for years that people
and mobile's like
who work at the company kind of don't. They're not held accountable for a lot of shit. There's not a lot of
damn. That's
and the hope and wish is that when that the new CEO of Twitch, DJ whatever his name is, the old man who seems pretty chill in and of himself. When he came in, he was like, "I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this," and I don't think anything he had said and wanted to do is implemented. I have no idea. I don't blame him. He seems like a nice, sweet old man. He goes on people's live streams and collabs with creators and stuff like Fillion and some of the other VTubers and things like that. He was with Fillion, and she kind of convinced him like, no, this is like VR plus. You can like punch. He's like, oh, really? And you'll feel it. And she's like, yeah. And he goes in like he punches her. She's just green screened in, you know. He goes to punch her and she like falls down and takes a hit. Like she looks like she actually hurt herself. That's one of Fillion's gimmicks is that she has full VR tracking, like all over her. Like,
oh yeah.
Waist, her knees. So yeah, if she takes her helmet off, headset, it looks like her head like pops off and like falls to the ground. It's very funny. And she does like backflips with cartwheels. She's wearing a VR headset, so she fucking loses track of where she is in her room.
That's wild.
She's
so it's like a little
walls and shit, and I'm like, I really hope at this point, because she's very well known. I hope at this point she has like a studio where she's in her apartment or in her house. Like, well, she does take pictures when she fucking flops against the wall, puts a hole in the wall, and these are not small holes, you know.
Yeah.
And she'll break her headsets and stuff, which are like $2,000. You know?
My God.
It's just like Jesus Christ, but it's entertaining as hell. But I just hope it's like she's safe, like if he's got like padded flooring or some gymnastics shit around, because she's obviously like experienced in that, where she does these back flips and front flips and cartwheels and shit. But she's very.
Oh, I actually think I know what you're talking
she's
about.
Not lewd, but she's very borderline. Like,
I see. Yeah, I know what you mean.
She's just like, I don't know. She'll point things out, and then she'll be like, "No, I didn't mean that."
Yeah. Just in case, because the
young boys grabbing their penises.
Yeah.
Watching your stream. She's got a fansly. Not an OnlyFans, a fansly, which is different. There's not supposed to be anything lewd on fansly, but you know you can upload whatever you want. Whereas OnlyFans is just like, you know what you're getting.
What'd you say?
Come to the Rumble Filthkin OnlyFans. You get lots of tattoos.
I don't know what she just said to. For what? Tigers in trouble? Tigers are always in trouble. Oh my God! Tigers. Yeah. Tigers are getting obese.
What at the zoo?
I don't know. Yeah, or like Yeah, people will get tigers and feed them McDonald's like rich people.
Dude, that's fucking. Oh, that's terrible, but also
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's also hilarious. Yeah, it's one of
Like,
those.
they're the most fearsome creatures, and yet you feed them too much McDonald's. They're like.
Yeah, and
fat
then they
fucking
become like these.
idiots.
It's like a whole new fucking like breed.
That's what we need to do. We need to buy cheetahs and just feed them garbage.
Yo, that's
And
it.
go, yeah, you're not that fast anymore, are you?
Hey, bitch, how you doing? Thought you were slick before, huh?
You get them as like as kittens, you know, really young. Feed them trash.
Ooh, I got that headshot right there.
You ain't gonna run 70 miles per hour ever. Tigers are obese.
Yeah,
Sounds like
she always
such a weird out of left field.
she finds the most.
One day she went out to go get a bake. She came home. Tigers are obese. It's in the news.
Yeah, she like doom. No, it's not even doom clicking. It's just like the weirdest shit ever. Oh, the AK is great on this map. I didn't even try out the attachments I just did till now.
It's not the onion, as long as it's not the onion.
I fucking love the onion. I've been reading that since I was a fucking kid. Look at that double kill right there. Boom.
Yeah, but the onion's fake news.
Of course it's fake fucking news. Ah, I need an assault pack. I gotta switch my gun.
That's what I'm saying. If they're the ones saying like, tigers are getting obese. Shit.
No, it's
I
not
really
the
want
fucking
this to be a
onion.
problem. I am done. I am so done with the news. I mean, I can't.
Oh, dude,
There's
it's
a TV right down the hall from the room I'm in. It's like, you have the choice of watching anything you want to watch, and I guess there's some older people that are more interested in listening to it because it probably impacts them more, or their disability, or their financial aid, or whatever the hell. But it's just like there was nothing exciting. I guess Kamala
Harris. Okay,
Harris had a.
he went after
like a town
Kai.
hall or some shit like just 2 days ago.
He went after. She asked Kai to like help her with her fucking.
Oh yeah, and he flipped out.
He was like, "What the fuck?" And it's so hilarious. I think it's hilarious. He fucking screams in the storage container.
Yeah, I know.
It's
right?
just
Why?
fucking sick. I don't know. It's just because he's probably one of those guys that like, yo, people have seen me on the street and recognize me. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's not gonna stop them from recognizing.
Of course not. It's
mean,
just
it's
fucking hilarious.
I would stream in a box and be like, no one knows where I am. But dude, Kaisenat's an idiot, dude. I mean, on top of the shit him and Speed do that just are absolutely race baiting. Right? I watched that clip of Kai freaking out about the Secret Service is calling.
Yeah, like texting me, like, what do you mean? You know?
They want him to.
Yeah,
be a part of
they're like a campaign. You
Democratic.
mean like a
To
fucking?
sort of get the word out to young people. He doesn't
Yeah,
want
exact-
to get that part.
Yeah.
The
He's like-
whole streaming from a fucking storage unit is stupid because if you're supposed to be like, if you want peace of mind, like no one's showing up at your house, they say you get swatted. Like, dude, fine, fuck it. I actually thought that he was streaming from inside of a box truck, like a U-Haul.
That's
He could
I
just be
think
wherever.
it's a. I
He could
think
just
it's.
be on his own property, but no one would be like, oh, but be at a friend's house down in somebody else's yard.
Yeah,
Right, but he's not. He's in a fucking storage container. So
Fucking
what does
hilarious.
this fucking retard do? Someone knocks on his door, on the garage door, and he says, "Who's there?" And someone says, "Oh, I have a delivery for you." And he opens the door, and it's a fan
Oh
who
no.
lives near him. And he's like, "I just wanted to bring you like fan mail or whatever." He was just being a nice guy. He wasn't trying to be an asshole. And Kai opens the door to the garage.
It just wasn't like set
and
up.
You can hear, because Kai doesn't take his fucking, like, I don't
Yeah.
know how we can hear this dude talking to him. He's like, how'd you know I was here? And the guy was like, oh, I used to work at this storage unit facility, like a couple years ago. And when you opened up your garage door during the stream, I recognized exactly which one you're in. So there's not a landmark behind it. It's just that this kid knew where he was. And I'm like,
That's
you're dumb.
That's it. Yeah.
Why would you even answer the door? Like if you want to be private. But the fact that him and Speed like they jump up and down on their chairs, mimicking chimpanzees and going.
Wait, what? I have never watched.
This is a fucking thing they do, dude. I am not
What
making this
the
up. They
fuck?
both do it. They both do it. They mimic. They act like monkeys. They act like chimpanzees or gorillas. And I don't know who told them it was a good idea. Maybe they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are black. Why not jump up and down and act like that?" And then racist.
Yeah.
Stream and call you the N word or something. You have more viewers. I don't know. It's embarrassing. It is so stupid. It just makes them both look like fucking tools.
I had no idea. I just. Wow. Okay, that's fucking.
But I mean, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have platforms. They're obviously.
Oh, they're tapping.
Their audience is like young people and probably young black people too. So, cool. You have your guy. I mean, if I were black and I gave a shit about equal representation, I get sick and tired of watching XQC and his
Yeah.
ass all the time where he speaks, but I can't tell a fucking word he says. Or Queso, or I don't know who else is huge. I don't know, the girls, and they're all white chicks. It's like fuck. I mean, when we were talking to what's her name, when we both met, shit, what was her name?
Poison?
Organically.
Poison Honey?
Poison Honey, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I haven't spoken to them in forever. Only vice versa, and we were all in like the clan.
I'm pretty sure she still streams. I'm pretty sure. I stopped following her because I was like, I don't need.
Yeah, I don't.
Keep following her because I'm not gonna be able to watch any of her streams. So why would I follow? So, but yeah, no. Last time I saw her, no, I unbelled. I still follow her, but I did see her in my list. And she still streams, and I'm just like shocked.
Interesting, yeah.
Why she's kind of blowing up. She's cute. She sounds cute.
I mean, of course, that was obviously
like
like
a fucking face cam or become a VTuber.
She was doing that for a minute, but I don't know. Who knows?
Face cam.
Hold on, me. Excuse me, Jesus. It's from upstate. All the fucking mold. All right, I finally have an extended mag.
Don't blame the vape now. Don't blame the vape.
No, I don't need a reflex sight for my AK. I'd rather have a fucking extended mag as my new stock. I want the quick draw grip.
Another thing I saw a clip of in the beta, somebody was like, this gun with this scope, or this gun now has this scope, and it hasn't had that combination since like Black Ops 2 or 3 or something. And it's basically zero fucking recoil. And I don't know what.
Oh,
if this
okay.
goes into the game, that's
there's a C9. I actually kind of took it out, so like I have it on. The only time I'll play it is if on the default. If you pre-order the game, everybody was getting killed with it. And then there's that, the shotgun, an XM4, and I'm pretty sure an AIM, or it's one of them. But I have to make a new loadout just out of curiosity, real quick, just to have the.
And I haven't seen, I haven't asked, but if tuning is not in Black Ops, I'd be totally fine with that.
Yeah, no, look, I'll show you how it works right now. Like, I just...
Because I got a little bored with it because I would always have to go to...
Check this out. You see how this already has shit out? So I have an XMR. Now I have an AIM. All that stuff. I could change this AIM, right? I already have all these attachments here, right? I got the flip mag now, right?
I can see now I'm a little behind.
Yeah.
Turn the brightness.
Got assault, quick draw, but what it does is, now check this out. I'll just remake it, right? Now look at the right. Okay. So let me add long barrel, right? See how it went down? Accuracy went down a little bit. Let me get the assault grip. Now I got some more handling. See how it goes up with the green? So it's pretty much like that. The heavy stock on it takes away accuracy. So let me cover that.
But that's basic Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know, but they made it so it's so basic that it like literally.
You know what I'm talking about with tuning though.
Yeah. No, there is no. Like right now, this is probably the best thing I can do until I get. I mean, I have a flip mag, but it takes away 5.
That's all I'm saying. If they took out the tuning, I'm not gonna be upset with it because it is just another fucking step. It's another chore to
Yeah.
make the gun more accurate. And I'm like, well, if I didn't tune it, then I'm not gonna get the kill sight or whatever.
I'm just making that up.
Or maybe it's just not in yet. I don't know, but
No,
I
what
can take it
so
to
far the
be honest.
tuning is.
That's what makes me want to just knife people, because it's like, who gives a shit about the tuning? I just want to run around.
I'll take scavenger and
Knife a guy, take a guy hostage, pop him in the head.
Force
Give him Stone Cold
Streak.
Stunner. I don't give a fuck. It just
Oh, fuck
let me
yeah.
have fun.
Oh wow, I'm gonna. See, I don't have a specialty, but overkill is just whatever. I put that for just this. Now I'm gonna change some shit up, because if I can have obviously that. Right, what am I working on? Okay, the XM and this, yeah, so I want I want that. But 2 field upgrade charges, increase field upgrade. Alright, cool. Guardian, faster healing while captured, holding objectives, revive down to, oh fuck yeah, quarter measure. Cold blooded, undetectable by AI and thermal optics. Nope, I haven't seen thermal. Bankroll, start with life, post streaks. What did I just see that I was like, I fucking want this? Forward intel? Tracker. There we go. I want tracker on this shit. Double time just to, you know, whatever. But overkill's still there because I have 2 weapons. But I don't have a fucking specialty. I was only
shoot through the wall.
Yeah, and I was just scavenger, gung ho, fast hands.
I saw a short of a guy. He pinged him. Yeah, I guess it might be a perk or something. He pinged him, and his ping stayed on for like a lot longer than normal. And he could see the ping through the wall. And so he like crouches down and starts shooting at his foot through the wall.
Huh.
And he kills the guy, downs the fucking guy, and he jumps in, and the guy legitimately starts like spurging out and being like, "What the fuck? There's no fuck. You're a hacker. There's no way you can see me."
Fucking Christ.
He's like, "I can shoot through the fucking wall, dude. I can just either shoot through the wall and kill you, or I can show you how I did it." And so he revives the guy, throws his like his loadout down, and he's like, "Okay, put my loadout on." And he's like, "Okay, now ping me." And then he ran outside to show him, like, I'm on the other side of the wall now. You can see exactly where I am. Shoot, and he's dead. But it's like, how do you not do your homework? And people really is fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like,
yeah.
if I get put on full-blown disability and I end up staying here and I get my own room or whatever, or not even here, but like somewhere else, and I'm on disability, I'm never going to have a problem with people being like, "Oh yeah, you're disabled." I'm like, have you seen past the fucking plan?
Right.
So people, you're in your 20s or you're whatever, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know anything about what you want to do. There was a dude, I saw there was a video, and he was bitching about how a mechanic in one of the Madden games, the new Madden games, changed. And I'm like, it's fucking football, dude.
Yeah.
Do you not know how football is played? You know how football is played. Play football. Football. I don't play cricket games. I don't play the 2K4 2K24 cricket PS5 game because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know.
All right.
So
I won't be able to get.
Just to segue into something good news, by the way, good news.
Which is good because I'm
gonna have the whole month of November off.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah. Well, every year I guess he doesn't work that much because they close his restaurant, but he'll be working again in December for Christmas banquet and shit. But he's been golfing in real life using his private jet that we don't have any picture proof of, but whatever.
Well, there's actually Uber for private jets, but yeah.
No. He when he eventually owned 100% ownership of the 2 dispensaries that he was running in Michigan. He had a private jet that he could just get on any fucking time. I guess it was Uber, but like he could just get. It was something that one of the partners had access to, so he was sharing it. So he would go to like North Carolina to go golfing, and I'm like, I wish you would just take pictures. He's like, I don't take pictures. I don't want people knowing what I'm doing. I don't fuck around on Facebook.
I'm gonna end it here just because it's right before 4 hours, and that's when I can get like.
See proof that he's doing cool shit. Cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, I understand that.
But so he sold those dispensaries. And he has a lot of money, and I'll let him tell you.
Well, let me.